Right, one live now. Hello, this is me, Brian Cockerill. I'm speaking to you from the top of the Empire State Building. I'm just lying at home. But the idiots keep saying he's not living there no more. He's moved away. He's gone. He's left. Emma's on her own. Emma's got black eyes. Emma's got a broken jaw. And the next minute they said it last week. It was hilarious because I was actually hearing somebody went on the show and went, that idiot on the other side has just been calling your names and saying you've beat Emma up and she's in red card. That's why you can't see her. Emma just popped her head round there as you were all watching. I went, hey, and just made him look a complete fucking idiot. That just proves the trolls what they're like, pretending that she was at red car, which is about 20 odd miles away from my house. And she'd left me and gone to my flat. But Emma was out there with the dogs. She come in with the dogs. Went, come here, quick. I said, I'll give you black eye. So she come on to her face. But it's great when that happens because it just shows what the trolls are, complete idiots. Freedom at the top. If you'd like to buy a coffee to help the channel, appreciate it. The link's down below. As you know, I don't get paid off the money. I only get so much because I talk about, I get a yellow. You got to get a green light to get paid. And as soon as you start swearing and telling the truth and saying things, they stop you straight away. So you get like a yellow one, which you get virtually. If you look at my things, you'll see no paid, not paid. Or I mean, nearly every video I've got, the only ones I get paid on is sometimes the training ones, or the ones that talk about God, or talk about the environment and stuff and what you can do and stuff. Only them type of ones, so they won't pay you for telling the truth. As soon as you start mentioning the government or the royal family or anything like that, or any viruses or anything, you get kicked off. So we don't live in. Look at that Russian now. So Mum's going to get the body. They're refusing the body to go to him. But he written a letter to his friend who was I think he was like a newspaper man or something in Russia. He went, one day they give you caviar and the next day they strangle you in your cell. 2 days later he was found dead in his cell. So they're saying he's had a heart attack now. I think the UN should go in. I think the UN should go in with Americans and us. We should go in. We should all go in. All the UN should go in. If they did it in Iraq for people, they've got to do it for them. They went into Iraq for nothing. So why aren't they going to go in there? The UN should go in now. United Nations, that's what we're in. So they should be going in there, policing it, because that's what they are. Nobody can touch the United Nations. If you do, it's a declaration of war. Unless they're deliberately doing it. So we do go in and they do have a declaration of war and then we go to war. Because it's that close with the Chinese. Are very, very quiet, but they're really, really massive. When I was in China, I've seen some of the things that's ridiculous. They've got 5 million troops. 5 million. We've got 20,000. They've got 5 million and they've got another 15 million in stands, like National Guard type ones. So they've got another 15 million. They could muster 25, 30 million troops. We've got 30,000. We've got 20,000 troops, and our troops haven't even got the best equipment. When the Iraq war was on, the Americans had all the top of the range gear. Give the Americans a due. All the soldiers got the best combat boots, got the best bulletproof vests. The ones that our troops were wearing. I've had 3 army lads on here and I interviewed them. I was just flimsy. We were having to buy them off the Americans. We're having to buy them out of their own money to get the American lads to give them a bulletproof vest that wouldn't penetrate, where the ones they had were just cheap and flimsy. That's fucking disgusting, isn't it? Really, it's disgusting. And loads got killed through them. There was a lad here telling me the story. He said, when I was there, he said, I went through. He said, there's a landmine got off. 2 or 3 of his mates were killed. Carol on as well. I also had a lad said, when he went through, he said, we went through, and there was Iraqis at this fence there where they had a tank and everything waiting and searching people. So the little girl was there. She was about 6, 7 year old, little skinny thing, starving. And he gave her 2 bottles of water. And I think he gave her 2 bottles of water and some food. Like not a lot, just a bit. I think it was like candy bars or something. And he gave her the stuff right there. So when he came back through later in the night, they'd hanged the kid. No, they burned and hanged her for taking the stuff. One of their own kids. And he come through, and that lad was on here. Very first podcast I did. I don't think I recorded. I think it just went out live from Durham. And he went, I just can't get that kid's head out there. I think I blame myself. I said, no, you can't do it. You would have been kind enough. You were seeing somebody starving on the streets like I would and feed them. No matter who it is, you would feed. See somebody starving, especially a little girl, about 7, 8 year olds. And he said he had a mental breakdown through it all. So he used to come to see me a couple of times a week, because I used to talk to him. Big, strong lad, really, really done his stuff and due diligence and seen his friends blown to pieces. And he said every second, I said to him, he said every minute, I said, no, every second of the day you could get killed because the snipers in hills could shoot you. They've got landmines all over, and they went over there to do a job where they said there was weapons of mass destruction, and they never found. There's a film about it with I can't remember his name now. Great actor, Ben Affleck. Is it not Ben Affleck's mate? It's Ben Affleck and and they're always in all the films together. Ben Affleck and I can't remember his name now. And I went over about weapons of mass destruction. They went in because it was like they'd had like the Jacker clubs. He was one of the main ones, and then the Ace the Cockerill club, whatever it was, all different pack of cards. So they said we've got the Jacker clubs. That meant one of the top leaders. So they used to use cards like number 2 of hearts or something. So they used, it was good all they did at the army lads. But they went in, they went everywhere, and there wasn't one single weapon of mass destruction. Didn't have the capability. Didn't have the capability to make bombs. If you like to buy, I'm sure everybody Freedom's telling you now. Peter the Box. Are you Peter? Okay, son. Freedom there. Peter the Box. Today, chest. I've had about 4 panic attacks last night. Can't breathe in the middle of the night, coughing, phlegm stuck in my throat. Couldn't breathe. Got to the toilet, thrown up, and absolutely terrible the last few days. Steve, Mark, hope you're okay. Freedom, well. Steve, Mark, well. Racing lady, hello, I love you. Okay, lovely lady she is. Crossbow Cannibal 99 was Battlefox's biggest person you saw. He was the biggest arms ever I've come across. I've seen like my size. I was bigger than him, obviously, when I got older, because I was 24 stone. He weighed 17.5 stone, but wasn't an ounce of fat on him. It wasn't a minuscule of fat. He was monstrous. He came to the Olympia gym with a lad called Marlon Darton. If you put in Marlon Darton, you'll see he was he's 6'6", 6'7". He was going to go in the A team. So I trained with him for 2 days because he didn't like the way Bertel trained, dead sloppy, the way I trained and throwing it up so you're cheating. But Bertel Foxell told me how to treat like that. I said, train like that. Not every week, every 3rd week. And Tom Black told me that every 4th week train. He said, when you train legs really hard, your fibres of your legs, when you go further down as well, when you squat, you're getting more fibres there, especially your back of your ass and things. So you're getting more fibres to interact with you. So he said it makes your testosterone go up about 20% more. So your upper body grows because your legs grow big. If you've got big legs in it with a big upper body, you see these people have got massive upper bodies. They've got no legs. As soon as you hit them on the chin, one bang, one fucking buff go over like a fucking piece of paper because they've got no such like that. With an Iceman, I thought he was 6'10", 20 odd stone, but he had little skinny legs like that. As soon as they hit him, Chrissy Allen was there. Steve Mack can verify it because he was here listening to the story. He was telling them the story when I fight him. 6'10", about 22, 23 stone. This fuck. He was from America, and he was doing the crack with he was ex-army, he was ex-marine, and so he was like, well, how could you be 24, 22, 23 stone? Well, he was. When he wasn't in the Marines, he was about 17 stone, but when he got out, he started taking loads of steroids and got massive. And he was on a couple of adverts where he's wearing a black jacket, a big Crombie jacket, and he's on the beach. And he's going, look at the Pelicans fly. It was an old advert about 20 years. He was in that in Spain. But yeah, he came over. What happened is he got caught with 44 ounces of crack. So he grassed all the yardies up in Jamaica, and loads of them got into jail. So they hid him over here in Nottingham as put him over here from there to Nottingham. The FBI put him in a safe house, to save him. So anyway, when he was over here, he stabbed the lad in Nottingham, and he got jail. And when he was in jail, the lad whose house it was, we went around and called him Steve. He borrowed £1,700 off an army lad, and he said he'd give him the money back, and he wouldn't give him back. So me and Chris Curry went to get the money back because this lad was struggling to pay his mortgage and everything. So me and Chris got around to see him. Anyway, he told this Iceman we were going. He never mentioned me, just mentioned Chris and a few other people. So there's 5 or 6 people in the house waiting. So we goes to the door, but I knew his missus because brother got kidnapped, Andy Jones. I picked him up on the street in the Knoll Road in Billingham. He got shot in the legs. He got his foot nearly blew off, and I put a bag on his foot and I carried him in the back of the car and put him in the car and I took him to hospital. So I thought everything would be okay. So anyway, long story short, he came out with a machete, hit Chris on the head with it, dragged him in the house, attacked him, one of them stabbed him, hit him with iron bars, hit him with baseball bats and rounders bats. And I've gone to the house, so I've kicked the door in, and I've had a fight with this lad. I've gone in the kitchen, I've hit him with the right hand, dropped him, and he just hit the table, it all smashed. All them tables in the kitchen, it all smashed to pieces, so that we could hear the helicopters coming then, because he shot and get the police. So anyway, I got arrested to come here. There was 30 odd police on the front and about 30 on the back. Armed response, helicopter, lots everywhere. Right around the whole fucking England bar, it was blocked off, every exit. And they arrested me for attempted murder and aggravated burglary and assault. They got me charged before. So I was looking at it, they said. So what happened is the lady next door who was there, she was a nurse, she seen everything. She made a statement for us. It wasn't like that. It said Brian went in after to save his friend. And then there was an old man, about 70-year-old, made a 999 call. So they had them record phone calls. When I went to court, the Crown Prosecution withdrew the case against the judge, pulled it out. He said, we're not going to court with this. He said, this man hasn't done anything. He said he should have been given the medal, never in the prison sentence. He's gone in that house brave, because the Home Office said we need more people to be have a go heroes. So you have a go heroes and you don't get locked up. So I was in jail for 110 days for doing nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong. And it went to court and it came out. She was a prostitute in about 18 different countries. She'd been caught. He was working with the Russian prostitutes on there, and they ripped all the Russians off and come up to Billingham and stayed up here. He was selling crack cocaine in Billingham. So I've got rid of him. Matt Dillon, that's it, yeah. Matt Dillon, that's it for them. And I've had a fight with this lad anyway. He's got up off the floor and he's come out the door. I said, get out here. I started calling him all these different names to get him out. He wouldn't come out. So we left it. Went to a lad called Danny's, who was an army in the army. He ended up, two of his mates got killed. He ended up walking around with his underpants on his head in the fucking desert at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. So his head had gone. So we felt sorry for him and Chris. He said, well, I'll give you so much if you get half. I'll give you half. So we don't want any money off you. We've got money. And Chrissy Allen took me in the car. He was telling Steve Mack about it. He said we took him because he was a young lad, because I couldn't drive him vans. So I got a young lad he worked in a kebab shop, takeaway, and he gave me a lift in the car over there. So everything what we said was right. But what fucked him was the 999 call. So the police withheld them. They come on the phone and said, I've just seen a man here stood, there's a lad with glasses on. He said, oh, the black lad's come out, he's hit him on the head with a machete. Oh, but it wasn't a machete, it was actually a little samurai sword. He said he's hit him on the head. He said, I think he's killed him. And so he's dragged him back in the house now. So there's kidnapping and attempted murder. No charges on them again. Same as again what I'm getting now. So they arrested me, remanded us, and remanded Chris. And then we found out that she was getting men back in houses in Middlesbrough and other places. His mum, who was in the house with the Steve, who lent the money to the army lad. So she was getting them back. So one night they robbed someone, and it was only undercover police officer, and they blew the whistle. They all come in, and next day she got she got 2 years. The son got 5 years, and they went to jail for it. So they were fucking wrong ones. And no police informants. So so we went to court, and when the judge had the recording, said, yes, my name's such and such, I'm just at the house. This is the man talking, saying, there's been a fight. He said, there's a big lad run down the street now. It looks like he's come to save his mate. His mate's been attacked. He's been hit with he said, the same samurai sword, machete. He's been dragged in the house. They've kidnapped him. So that's like kidnapping and attacking murder. So I've got to the door, man. I'm not leave him alone. I'm going to kill him, because I was hitting him with all sorts. In the end, I had to kick the door in. I've kicked the full fucking door, and half the bricks came out of the house. So I've got in the house, Pendleton Way, it was called in Billingham. I've gone in the house, and he's in the kitchen, and he's trying to have a fight with me. But he's trying to get out the back door with the fucking door. Keys aren't in the door. He's looking for the keys like a shit house and trying to get out, and he's opening the door like that. There's no keys. The keys were on the other side, so I could see him anyway. He stood square up like that against the wall. So I thought, if I hit him like that, he's not going to go down, he's going to hit the wall. So I'm like, stood like that, anyway, I caught him. So I went, man, right uppercut. So I hit him like that, and then all of a sudden I stepped back, and his just legs collapsed like fucking Bambi, delayed reaction, because It was massive. His upper body, his legs went like jelly, and he hit this big round table, and it just smashed to pieces, put like glass all over the place. And then his wife was grabbing my arm, and they were shouting, "Get the police!" And I could hear the helicopter coming, so we fucked off. They nicked us for it, put us in home house for 110 days. And then the judge found out the disclosure. So you have to give the disclosure. The prosecution has to give the disclosure. They only give it in the last week, and they're supposed to be go to court. So it shut on the 14th, the courts, and we were there on the 12th, I think it was. So it was the day before, 3 days before my birthday, the 16th. So I think it was the 12th, I think we went. So when we went to court, we got all our backpack and also give all the food away. I had loads of food on the side alley. I give him loads of food, and all the other lads on the wing. So we went to court, and the judge said, "So these men have been. Why have these men been in prison all this time? When you've had this disclosure, you could have given this months ago. These phone calls made to first day. Why didn't you go around knocking on the doors?" And they already said they'd done that. They had done it. They went round, and the ones that started giving them evidence, like the nurse, so she said, the woman who lived next door said, I phoned the police, spoke to the police officers in charge because I was too scared of the Iceman. He's nearly 7 foot tall, she said. It was too scary. And he's a gangster, and actually, I wouldn't be able to do it. So the reason why I'm coming forward now is I know Brian Cockerill and Chris Cockerill in the cells in home house, I've been told. And I've got the weapons. So what they've done is when we went, me and Chris, they put the weapons in a black bag. There was a rounder's bat, there was a metal bar, there was a knife, there was blood all over them, and there was a little samurai sword, but it looked like a machete. So all them were in there, and the DNA fingerprints were on them because they had 2 bags. So the coppers let them, if you got out to move, the coppers said to them, move them now, because the lad who was in the house, he ended up, I can't remember his name now, Ginger Kid, I can't remember his name, screaming, my mate got him to tell the truth. So he went in, Michael Johnson, that was his name, same as the basketball player. He went in, Craig Beer and Redcar made a statement, said, no, they attacked Brian, they attacked this, and Chris, he told lies. I've got statements upstairs, I can bring them down and read them out, because they asked why both was good, I was lying, so I've still got the statements. I brought them all out a few months ago where I showed you all what days and times and attempted murders and all that. I showed you all the different things I'd been charged for, because then I put them all together and I come down and did them all about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe more, about 6 months ago, to make him look a fool. You said I wasn't going into schools now when we got the bit with it. But Brian Cockerill today had just been into school at Hartlepool talking to children, where he gave a talk to the children, blah, blah, and then I got the next one the next day. Brian Cockerill's just been at the school today in Middlesbrough. Then I got another one. Brian Cockerill's been to school today in Thornaby. Then I got another one. Brian Cockerill's been in Hartlepool giving talks in a hostel where there was kids in there from 16 to 22-year-old. I think it is 21, 22. I think they are. We went in there with the church and we talked to him, and then we've got somebody else in another hostel. We've got somebody else in the in Whitby Street. So all that was in the paper. So we read all them out to make him look an idiot. So you say I was lying. My chest killed me. All fucking days been like. So we helped the kids. So then we went to another school where we had 3. Where they amalgamated 3 schools in one instead of having 3 minibuses. It's just got one. Well, one minibus stayed there and got the kids from the other schools. So they only had 1 minibus. So they said, how much do you want to charge? I just chucked 25 quid in the car for diesel. And they went, are you sure you're going to give us 100 quid? I went, no, just put that towards Christmas fund or something. So I just shot 25 quid in the car and we were over the moon. But yeah, so we went to court, me and Chris, and we stood in the court, and the judge went, I'm reading, Mr. Cockerill, I'm sorry today. He said, you've had to do whatever time, what he said, in prison. He said, but I will be looking at this case. He said, and I will be looking into it, because why did you not take the evidence what was given to you on the doorsteps when you did the go door to door? So took statements, and all them statements were there, and everything on them statements what I said. I never knew these old people. Still don't understand. They're probably dead now. We're in the late 60s, 2 old women and 1 old man. But the nurse was the best because she had all the evidence. She said she took it to Craig Beer's office. She said to the police, Stockton police, you fucking scumbag cunts, fucking dirty fucking scum you are. So they knew it was them, and they had all the evidence. They went, oh, we don't need that bag of the evidence. She said, we're going ahead without it. She went, what do you mean you don't need it? Brian's in jail and Chrissy's in jail. They've done nothing wrong. I'm telling you now, I looked out the window because my baby was in the pram. She said, and it was a hot day, so the curtains were only open a little bit. I looked out, I could see Brian, leave him alone, you're killing him. You should give every word I said, word for word, nearly. So all he tried to do was save his friend, and that's what he did. If it wasn't for him, I don't think he'd be here. Chris Curry would be dealing with a murder charge, and so did our defence barrister, was called Peter Makepeace. You ever need a barrister, you want him. He's from York. He's the best barrister in the North East. Him. And Peter Makepeace said, disgusting. He said, the barrister who's against you bumped into me on the stairs. He said he was waiting for the police. He was in the same chambers as us, but there's nothing underhand, I promise you. And he said to me, he said, I'm not happy with this case. He said, Cleveland Police have covered it all up. He said they've never mentioned the knives. They've never mentioned the weapons. So they couldn't. The ladies phoned them up. The one made a statement. Craig Bean went in, made 2 statements. She went in one time, said they wouldn't take the evidence. So then she said, I'm going to go back, she said to Craig, phone them again and say, look, if you don't take it, I'm going to go to solicitors. So they thought, Steve the copper, you fucking skinny, scrawny, fucking blonde cunt. Shithouse. Seen him at Teesside Park. I said, I'd look with your case, you fucking shithouse. Him and his mate, fucking 2 of them, fucking scumbags, knew I'd never done it. Anything to put me in jail. So they've done this before, you know, like what they do now. They've done it that many times to me. They're just fucking scum. So all the people in the street got evidence, and the cops never give us it. So we got the disclosure right at the last minute. And you know what the prosecution said? Oh, should we just leave it after New Year? And the judge said, wait a minute, because we're at the emergency meeting the day before, you see. This is when he met him on the stairs, and we'll have a meeting, he said, tomorrow. He says, because I'm not going to court with this. He said, I'm not going to court with the case when I know it's corrupt. Corrupt, he said, pure corrupt. He said, I've never seen a case so corrupt in my life. He said, even the people who are in the house have turned against them and telling the truth about Brian and Chris. He said that even the neighbours have got baseball bats and a knife, a rounder's bat, I think it was, and a metal bar they had. Chris had a broken rib, stabbed him, and he had 36 inches. His head was cut from there to there where he got hit. You got to remember he was 6'10", and he's hit down on. Chris is about 5'8", so the height of him hitting him down was attempted murder. No charges to them whatsoever. They got off with them. Not that we press charges, but no charges or nothing. But they wouldn't even come up. They wouldn't even come up the police, Cleveland Police, take a statement off me and Chris. They wouldn't even come up because we wanted to say, the woman next door, because somebody told us. They didn't even do the due diligence. They just let us rot in jail for 110 days. I think it was. I was in. Well, fuck off for saving somebody's life. So the judge said he had to go hero. The prosecution, my barrister said he had to go hero, like Mr. Cockerill said, and he ended up in jail for 110 days. It's not on. So they decided that the court shut on the 14th, I think it was. That was the last date. So they said, well, should we just leave it till next? That's what they said, the prosecutor. Should we just leave them in there till next year? And the judge went, I think they've done enough time for something they haven't even done. So when I went to court, the judge was brilliant. Judge for Peter Fox, marvellous judge. And he said, I think they've done enough time. He said, don't you? He hasn't done anything wrong. He said he showed, my barrister said he showed bravery going into that house with people wielding weapons, especially when these people, what they are, they've been done for stabbings. The other one would stab someone else who was in the house, the son. And she was up for prostitution in 18 different countries. Fucking minger she is, cunt. Shit this house. So she went to the lady, went back there she worked in the hospital. Her husband was at work, he was a porter, and she was a nurse. So she was in there with the curtains over the bit, and it was a summer's day, it was boiling hot. And she could hear everything because the windows were open, the baby was in the cot, like near the window. So she said, I moved the baby away and I could hear everything. He said he never brought any weapons or anything, nothing in his hand. He said Brian walked down the street with his hands. Then when he heard his mate screaming and shouting, being hit on the head with a weapon, she said, then he had hit the floor. She said, I thought he killed him. So 4 people made statements, thought he killed him. But the young, what was he called again? Michael Johnson from Billingham. So if you listen to Michael, thanks very much for the statement you made, because that was one of the main ones that got us out, because he was in the house with them while he's seen every single thing. But he said, I actually was there when he got the £1,700 off Danny, who was the army lad. He said, I was with him. He said, I'll give you £100 a week, £200 a week back, because he was buying a car with it. He said, you little fucking rat, Allenson, you fucking rat, little grass, little snitch. So they made statements against me, big fucking tough hard man from America, big shit house. All when I was in jail, was in the Yardies were in from Leeds, a couple of yards out. Come up and he went, don't worry, things are going to get taken care of. So I didn't have a clue what he meant. Anyway, 2 days later, that house, somebody went and blew the fucking windows out with a shotgun. blew all the front of the windows out, the house they were in. So the cops moved them apparently up to the Lake District out the way, and then they moved them down to London. They got the windows blew out. 2 shots were fired at the front of the house. They tried to blame us for the fuck. I mean, how could we do it? I said, what we done? Jumped over the wall. How do I'm fucking Spider-Man? Anything to get me to do. Anything. Well, look at this now. It's tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, the next day. Friday or Saturday. It's 365 days. I've been on bail for saying if you come to my house to rape my wife, I'll fight violence with violence. I've never had nothing like it in my fucking life. I've been on bail that long for something pathetic. Okay. Yeah, so that's the story about that one. And so getting back to the Iceman, I went off track there with that lad when he said about Battle Fox, so because he's black, and also reminded me of that story, so tell you. So what happened when I was in the Olympia gym, I was about 20-year-old, I was competing for the British Strong, the Mr. England. So Battle Fox come, never knew him, but I didn't know him, never heard of him. So he came with a man called Marlon Darton. So Marlon Darton trained with me because he didn't like train with him because I was training strict with it then, and he was training strict, but he was just throwing them up. Battle Fox. So Battle was there, and he used to at the top of the street. There's a cafe, a hotel. I can't remember the name of it. The Cafe Hotel. You can stay in. Battle Fox used to stay in there. He used to get a taxi from the top of the town to the bottom. It's only about a mile walk, mile and a half every day there, twice a day, train back and forth, getting taxis all the time. He was having like 10 sausages, 10 eggs, 10 fucking bacon. He was eating everything at the fucking table. The bill was a fortune for him. So when he was training with me, he was quiet and he was training me. He said, do you want to train with me? I said, oh yeah, it'd be an honour. He said, because Marlon's going home in a couple of days. He said, so would you train with me? Because I see you're in every day, twice a day, the same as me. I said, yeah, of course I will. So I trained with him in the gym, and he was fucking awesome. But I was doing four plates and a 5 each end, and he was squatting 5 plates. You're super strong for a young lad, he said, for your size and your weight. Super, super strong, wasn't on no steroids, you know. So I trained with him, and his arms were like that, like coconuts. They were fucking monstrous arms he had. He was the best in the world when he did that pose like that. When he kneeled down with his arms out, no one in the world could do that pose as good as him. His forearms were about 18 inches, and he had about 22-inch biceps, and he was only 5'7". He was fucking monstrous, and his back was huge, and his legs. And he should have won the 1983 Mr. Olympia in Germany. He was robbed. I think it was just racism myself, because he was a black lad. I think it was pure because he was a bit ignorant to the white people, a little bit ignorant. He ended up killing his wife, shot her. He's out now. He shot his wife, killed her. I think he shot the mother as well, I think. So he killed him and he got done. Somewhere like Mauritius, I think he went to. He had a house there, but it was a bit like Mike Tyson. They were robbing his fucking money and having him over. And the mother, the missus and the mother-in-law were having him over, were robbing him blind. But I think he's out now. I think he's from Nottingham, I think, originally. But yeah, he was huge. So when they come there, there's a man called Chris Lund. I was in a magazine years ago. I came 5th in Mr. England. And Battle Fox was getting a photo shoot that day, so he wanted me to train with him. So Chris Lund said, can you give him a hand? Because when he was doing the pull-ups, he was about 17.5 stone. He could do about 10 reps, and he could do about 4 or 5. After that, he couldn't do any more. He was bent out. So on the day when they come, he had a belt. He had a chain through, and he put 220 kilo discs on, which is 40 kg. 40 kg plus his own body weight. When he got on, I thought he's going to do so many reps, couldn't do any. So he said, stand back so the camera can't see you. And they were photographing, and I had to grab his feet like this, like a hog up, pushing him up and down like that. And he was doing the reps. And he went, he is better after 10 reps on the such and such with 40 kg added on with his 17.5 stone. What you lying bastards? And he went, after an hour's training, so to make it look like he did an hour's training, he came over, like a hairdresser when they give you water in your hair. Sprayed his face with water, and all his arms and that was soaking, and it was like that, his face like knackered, pretending he'd been training for hours. I thought, what a load of fucking shit, pure bullshit. So then he was put 6 plates each end on the rack, and he got them off like I do on the other one when I was doing for grip work, and he stood back, put them to there. He went right now, so then he put them down on the floor, the weights. So instead of it doing it that way, it made him look like he deadlifted it. So in 3 stages, like the bit where it's on the top, they put it the other way around. So they put the bit when he's put it down, that photograph, that fucking dead fast, and put it down. So it looked like he deadlifted 6 plates. He couldn't even fucking deadlift. I think he could do 4 plates. But he was doing. I watched the video of him training when he was doing 50 kg dumbbells, curling them. There's a video of me doing 50, 55, I think, on here somewhere. So I copied off him, and I got massive the same as he did by doing that heavy training where you cheat doing it. But you can't do it every week. You can only do it, like, say, every 3 or 4 weeks, because your body just bends out and you end up with bad knees and everything. But we said the same when we were in the Crypt gym down there with Mickey Flanagan, Mickey Sadler. There's about 4 or 5 lads. I can't remember, Wayne something called him. He's got security now in abroad. I can't remember it was the Isle of Man or Isle of Wight or somewhere. Or Jersey, that's a Jersey, he works there, security he's got. But he was a gymnast. He had a brilliant physique and he won the show. And Mickey Flanagan, I think, came first in his weight class. There was a load of Geordies and used to have them big air horns. So we sat there. It was me, Dave Tony Bucko. There was another like Richie Short from he's training in the gym. Me and him should train together. What was he called? Where was he from? And his sister Jackie. Me and Emma seen Jackie at the Teesside Park a few years ago. She said, "You haven't changed, right?" Brilliant physique, bodybuilder, brilliant competed. Husband's a Spanish lad, great people. So I just had to forget about this. So I'm training with them. So I'm still sat there and training because we're at the in the morning time about 10 o'clock. So you go in and you go on stage and do little bits and bobs. Then the night time you have the night show. So what they do is they put you on stage and you'll go, say there's 8 people. Well, you'll go look at them and go, number 1, number 5, number 6, number 7. Come to the front and then you just go back, walk back, and then you go up. Double bicep pose. Most muscular, which is a trap over pose. Side laterals. Side laterals and delts and things like that. So you have to go look for the muscle groups, and then they know in a couple of minutes who the winner is. And then I'll go number 5, number 8, back out, say this could be for 3rd or something. And that's how we do it. So we were in there anyway. I was sat there and it was this man, he had pure blonde hair, white blonde hair. And it was like not very light. The lights were on, but it was dark. It was like it was dark in the crypt. If anyone's been to Middlesbrough crypt, they used to do the shows there. So I'm in there next to me. I looked at like that, and he had a pair of shorts on. This man, his fucking calves were like that, huge. I looked at him, Richie, you won't believe it. I said, look, it's Tom Platts. And he went, no. I said, it is Tom Platts. So we were about 6 chairs away because it was hardly anyone in because it was the morning time. But he was guest posing, Tom Platts. He's about 5'7", I think, 5'6". And his fucking legs, we call him the quad father because he's got the biggest quads ever in history. He's like that now, so that's all he's waiting for. Probably taking too much gear. And looks terrible now. But he was like superstar, superstar of like the bodybuilding. He came second in the Mr. Olympia when he was competing, and he was squatting ridiculous weight. So I said, Mr. Platt, he went, just call me Tom, son. So Tom, what was the best thing to do to get your legs bigger? He went, do leg extensions first, warm your knees up, and do leg biceps, 20 reps on each machine, just on the leg machine. Do your leg biceps as well. So you're pre-exhausting them, so there's blood already in there, so it stops you getting injuries. So instead of you squatting 6 plates or 5 or 4, you probably squat 3 or 2 and get a better pump. But he said, do that for 3 weeks, and on the 4th week, he said, train pyramid where you go 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. And that's how I did it. He should have told me how to do it. And I started doing it like that. And within about a few months, I started putting weight on like a mad. I wasn't taking steroids or nothing because I was using them much. I was using my legs so much and going all the way down. 1 week I go all the way down. The other week I do front squats. And I do heavy squats for the 3rd or 4th week. And because I was going all the way down, I used to call them deep snorkeling squats. But there was that much, my ass was that much off the floor. About 3 inches off the floor flat. You said, fucking hell, you can fucking never seen anyone that tall go that deep. And it shows you how much power there. But because I started doing that, in a few months, my physique started growing like mad, and I read up on it in bodybuilding magazine. It makes your testosterone about 20% more because you can engage in more fibers in your legs. And it's the only thing that makes you want to throw up legs, nothing else. You'll see them on a Monday coming in back, chest, arm, back, and then when Friday comes for legs, they all just do a couple of leg extensions and a couple of sets of squats. No one wants to squat because it's the hardest thing to do, and you're balking up. I've thrown up loads of times doing it, but that's the one that makes you massive. That's the one everyone I've trained, made them train hard, pushing them on the legs, and they all the upper bodies got bigger and bigger. It's like the engine of your body, your legs. I mean, you have a foundation of a house. If it's weak, as the wind comes out, it's going to fall over. So the first thing you've got to do is get your legs strong. But you still train everybody apart, but you must train your legs harder than you train anything else, and everything else starts growing all over. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so he went back to America, Marlon Darton, Mr. Universe, Mr. America, and yours as well. And he, lovely man, him, like, really nice man. He went, it's been great training me and that. He said, just keep going what you're doing. You're doing good. He said, you've got really good physique, good shape, small waist, little hips, wide shoulders, your waist, tiny, marvellous. He said, great aesthetic physique. Well, it won't just come overnight. He said, I've been training for 12 years to get this title now, so I've just started to get the results. But he ended up being in loads of films in Marlon Darton and becoming an actor. So he went back to being a film, but Mr. T got it instead. I think it was the A-Team he was going to go in. Something like that, I think it was. He was going to go in some of that. So he had to go back to America, but he was a nice man. Mustache he's got. You'll see him 6'6", 6'7". And then another one called Phil Williams. He was Mr. American, Mr. Universe. He won nearly every show he was competing. He was a friend of Matt Lanning. So I was training with these world-class Mr. Olympias when I was 20 years old. So like for me, it was just unbelievable. It was like a dream come true. Like Phil Williams, Mr. Universe. Phil Williams, he actually won the Mr. America as well, and he won the Olympia over 50s. He's passed away now, but he was good. And then there was another one come, I can't remember his name now, and he was good. He was a good bodybuilder. I can't think of his name. He was really good. But the belt was the biggest I've ever seen. He never stopped eating. He's lazy as fuck. He wouldn't walk anywhere. And everything was like dragged dead slow. He was like walk slow. He was fucking huge. When he went on stage, I think it was 23 people, and the Mr. George Foster was there. Was Mr. Britton, my friend who I trained with. And straight away, I was lucky because when I went to the gym, I was training with Peter Ayton, and then Teddy Cooper, who competed in the Mr. Northeast in the Billingham Forum, used to compete in there, and we used to go there. So got to know a lot of bodybuilders going there, meeting them from London, and Brian Buchanan, people like that. Brilliant bodybuilders, and they'd give you little tips and tell you what to do and how to eat properly and stuff. Because there was no proteins in them days. It was like £100 for a tub of protein. It was none about. It was like bodybuilding was like underground thing. Not many people liked it. There was like a lot of people. The Judge Fox was a nightmare. He was classed though. Judge Fox was the best judge on the planet. If you were telling the truth, I had him in another case. So what happened is, I had a bit of an argument with somebody in the street where I lived in Roseworth. Somebody phoned the police, so the cops come. So anyway, the lad's gone. About 5 minutes later, knocked on the door. What do you want? I just had an altercation with someone who want to speak to. I went, fuck off. Fuck off. Go on, fuck off. And my cousin was on the front. I said, we're going to speak to you. I said, don't speak to you. And he arrested me. He said, no, can we speak? I went, fuck off, I said. So they went and got the dog out. But the neighbour across the road was a school teacher. And he started videoing it, one of them old camcorders. Anyway, and there was a up the road called Bev. So the two cops come. They were you call the fuckers for the dog section. So they got this dog out and they called it Tyson. He went, get him, Tyson, get him. I went, sit down, fucking screaming at the dog. So anyway, the dog was barking at me. Right, you want to play a game? So I went in the house, come out this over 14 stone. While its fucking head was like that. And it come out and started backling, fuck at him, and they barked at the dog, and the dog went back and shit itself, this fucking Alsatian. He said, absolutely shit itself. So they put the dog back in the van. I said, well, why did you get the dog out in the first place, you silly cunt? So I put my dog back in the house, stood talking, and went, look, there's an allegation this, an allegation that, we need to speak to you and all that. So what are you talking to now? What allegation? What are you going on about? So anyway, he said, "Oh, we're just waiting. We're going to have to take you to the police station and come and question you." I said, "Okay then." So he said, "Can you sit in this car?" So I said, "I can't get in that car. And my legs are fucking too big." So he said, "Well, just try." And I went to get in. My legs won't go underneath. I've got 36.5 inch thighs. That's 72 inches with my legs between them. I said, "I can't get in." So the other one, he's telling himself, his fucking legs are massive, so he couldn't get them under the dash. So I said, "What I'll do, I'll just sit on the side here in the back seat." So I sat in the back seat with the door on, but it was on that way where the pavement was, so he couldn't, nothing could hit it. So we sat there. So there was 2 coppers. Next minute, a load of police come in vans. So it was about, I think it was about something like 16 police officers. Just said, so what he said, so the judge said, "What you're saying is, what happened is, why did you get the dog out in the first place? If he did you put handcuffs on him?" And, "Oh, we tried to, but he didn't let us." He said, "Well, why would you want to put handcuffs on him? He wasn't doing nothing wrong." And he said, "We've also got a witness here with a camera, school teacher giving evidence, and I've seen the evidence." And he said, "You can just see you on the road, antagonising him, pointing your finger at him, shouting at him. He's done nothing. He's just come out of the house, speaking to you. Then you've got a dog out, and he's got his dog out. So it's tit for tat in that way." He said, "So at the end of the day, he hasn't. But what crime he's committed? What? So I wouldn't need to speak to him in the office about something else." So I'd never even told the judge. She said, "I can't remember who it was now. Just a lying bastard he was." So next minute, so I'm stood there. Next minute, there's about 16 coppers come. They always used to come 20-handed. Bam Bam used to be with us most of the time. He'd tell you the truth. And they'll come out and go, "Right, Brian, what it is?" And I say, "Fuck off, get your hands off me now." So this copper grabbed me. And he grabbed me, and I grabbed him by the chest, and I picked him up and like pushed him back like that. And then he tried to grab me again. I just pushed him back again. So about on the fours come round, grab me. So I'm wrestling on the floor with him. I've got one headlock on the floor holding him. Anyway, the fucking rest of them out in for ages. Anyway, finally got me in the van. Well, 30 fucking minutes was there, rest of them on the floor. And they got the dog out again and tried to get the dog to bite me. And the dog only bit the fucking copper's leg. So we goes to court. So the judge says to him, "So you're telling me that Mr. Cockerill sat there for how long would you say he sat?" I didn't know he was getting at. The judge, he went 40 minutes. So Mr. Cockerill sat in the car for 40 minutes quietly, sat in the back seat of a car with his legs hanging out the door, doing nothing. He didn't. Why did you want to put the handcuffs on him then? When the other police officers come, he said 16 other police officers come. He went, "Oh no, there wasn't 16 officers." He said there was about. He said there was about maybe another 8, so maybe 10 or 12 of us. No, what was he said? He said no. He said about another 4 come, about 6 or 8 of us. He said that was 6 to 8 or something. He said, "Can you tell me that again?" What you said? He said, "Mr. Fox, Judge Fox." He went, "Maybe 6 to 8, maybe 10 officers." I said, "Well, how can you tell me? How can there only be 12 officers there when there was 14 vehicles? Who drove the other 2 vehicles? How did the other 2 vehicles get there? There's only 12 police officers there. If every one of them, which I find very hard for everyone to have a vehicle each, why would there be 16? I think he said 14 vehicles. No, 10, 12 vehicles. He said there was 8 to 10 cops. Why was there 12 vehicles there? So how could there only be 8 to 10 police officers? There was 12 vehicles. So who drove the other 2 vehicles? Oh, I must have made a mistake. He said, "Well, it's not the first time you've lied to me, is it?" So then he said, "Oh, well, what happened?" He said, "Well, Mr. Cockerill grabbed me, and he went to knee me in the groin." He went, "Oh, stop again." So he said, "Jury, go out." He said, "The jury out." He says, This is the second time, 3rd time now you've lied." He said, "I don't like to call people to lie, but you tell them lie. You're lying to me. You're lying to the court." So what it is, he said to the jury, he said, "You said in your statement, Mr. Cockerill needs you between the legs. And I'll quote you here, that you need you." He said, and he jumped back. He said, "No, he nearly needed me between the legs," I said. And I jumped back because I had an old wound there. And if he hit me, I know I'd be in serious trouble because I was bitten by a dog. I thought, another dog, Your Honour, bit him, like that. He said, "Scott, be quiet." My barrister went mad with me. And so I thought, another fucking dog's bit him. Don't like him. So he said, "Well, how did the other vehicles get there? Come on, I want to know why. How can 12 vehicles get there if there's only 10 police officers? I'd say 8 police officers." So he said, "I find this case disgusting." He said, "I've got more witnesses here. I've seen the evidence with the school teacher as well." He said, I'm throwing this case out." He said to the jury, "I'm instructing you now when the jury's were they in the jury? I'm not sure. No, he sent them out, I think. So when they came back in, he said, look, it's called the point of law. He said Mr. Cockerill kneed him between the legs, and Mr. Cockerill was arrested for assault. But why would Mr. Cockerill knee you between the legs and hit you, he said, when there's 16 police officers, or let's say there's 10 police officers, like you said, and you two are calling yourselves, there's 12 police officers. So why would he start a fight with 12 police officers when he could have had a fight with 2 police officers? And obviously it doesn't make sense. Why would you sit for 40 minutes quiet, wait until there's 16 officers, like Mr. Cockerill said, or even 12, like 10, like you said? But there can't have been, there've got to be more than, there've got to be 12 officers at least to drive the 12 vehicles. So for case against you, Mr. Cockerill, you're free to go. Case against you, dismissed. And that kid in there, he had Barry, fuck it would have Barry. My bum was about the court case with me. Barry, he took me to the court case. I got into the jail. The pure lies, lying bastards. They are the pure liars. So more lies from again. This is time and time again. I've been in court with them, and they've lied and fucking lied all the time. Yeah, he need me. No, I didn't mean it. I've jumped back. Couldn't even get his own statement right. But that judge put the shit up. That Judge Fox. He said, "I want to see you in my chambers after the same thing as the last one." Twice, and it was him again. Judge Fox, the same team. 3 times I've had him for 3 assaults. 3 times I've got off. 3 times. I haven't got one more smoke tablets. Please hit the light. Go to catch in the pit. Timmy B, hope you're okay, mate. See you soon, Timmy. Thanks for being on, mate. Mark Emerson, okay. See, so this lie all the fucking time. So the judges aren't bent. They're not bent. Anyway, Barry Stewart was. He was the best barrister in Teesside. He was like proper on our side, the criminal side. Very good friends of Kevin Kilty. Really good friends. Yeah, used to see him in his chambers and used to go for meals with him and that. Really clever. He ended up walking into the sea, killed himself. Walked into the sea, like Reginald Perry, that series where he walked in the sea and died, never seen again. He took his clothes off, went in the sea, and he was never seen again. But some people say it was a rouge just to get rid, pretend he'd gone. He owed a lot of money, I think, the tax and stuff. Yeah, but yeah. So the fucking lies to tell. Let's smoke, talk more. I'll repeat that. Parks up been out of London and Leicester today. Roads are jammed, heart packed. Oh, fuck that. I went to London about 4 times, I think. Once I went down for the weekend and stayed for one. I fucking ended up getting food poisoning. So we goes down, took about 70 ecstasy, but it's fucking brilliant. Going to see a massive firm, not the other firm, not the Grays, but the other side, about second biggest firm down there. When I see them, because I was working with them allegedly. And then we goes down, on the way down we started having ecstasy. So I was on the run for ambulance were after me. Me and Bam Bam, my car got pinched. This fucking little scumbags pinched him in Newcastle. 20 grand for the car and £2,000 off my mantelpiece. I was in Sheraton Park. It was like the houses were made of wood, loads of wood on them, and they're concrete. But they're like the houses in America in the 70s. They were like that. Really nice houses, nice area, Sheraton Park. So I've gone in, they've screamed, Jimmy did like that and got through the window, pinched my fucking keys off the top. And what I've done is my mum got me a lad. What he done is he put a cut-out switch in it. So what a cut-out switch is, it just turns your petrol off. So you put it under your seat somewhere, like hit it under the carpet. Just switch it, a tiny little button. You push it, just slide it across. It's better than any alarm in the world, because any alarm you can break. But if you can't turn that petrol on, the fuel on, the fuel can't get to the carburetor, you can't start the car. So Bam wants to get this done. It only cost me about 50 quid. And it was a tiny little thing. You put a hole in the bottom, drilled it, put it underneath, glued it in with a special glue, and then put the wires, the tube type of thing to them. They just cut it off, and you can put it on the outside. They cut off one for the back lights. So if I got chased, I could turn the back lights off, boot it down the fucking lanes and get chased. They could see me if the lights were on me, but they couldn't see me if I turned the lights off. They wouldn't be able to see us. So I used to do that as well, turn the lights off and then turn it just so the lights was still. Never caught me. Never ever caught me in the car. They only got me because of observations. They never caught me ever in a Codsworth. They never caught me in a car. I had a magenta red one. First one I bought off. It was Terry Pierce. He came to the house when we first done the book, the Taxman book. He was telling them the stories and that. He thought I was going to tax him. And then I got another one. I crashed it on the fucking Durham Road. I hit a skin patch full of oil. Sean Day was behind me. Little Colin I, the boxer from Moneybanks. And he hit a skid patch where it's an old-fashioned road, Durham Road. It's one of the oldest roads in England. And of course, it's one of the longest roads as well. It goes all the way to Durham. That's why it's called Durham Road. So it starts in Stockton, goes all the way to Durham. It goes right to the jail, the women's jail. So I'm driving and the fucking buses go around on a bend. It's like this, the road, big long bend. And they come down that way on the bend. So when they tilt over a bit, the diesel sometimes spills out. So I hit a diesel patch and the skid and hit a fucking car and I hit a wall. And they all come out, the rocket, I think it was called the pub. I went, get in your nosy fucking cunts and that. So I knocked this wall down. So I got back in it, started it, and drove over little columns he put away for us. And I got it fixed. That was the first one. So it was only a two-wheeler. But my mum said, you know what, they're a fucking nightmare. Too much power in the back end. Even the Sierra Sapphires. People used to get two big bags of gravel and put them in the back to weigh them down, two or three bags to weigh them down because they're just sliding all over the back end. So I got the four before we went to Oxfordshire, where Morse is from, the TV series. So we went to Oxfordshire and we were going down there. So I said, we're going to get money. So just get the newspaper. So I've got a newspaper. And there was a garage there, and we phoned the garage. We got there about 5 o'clock. It was just getting dark. And the man was in there, and he had a garage. And he went upstairs to his office. I said, how much you want for the car? He went, 250, I think it was. I got the last one for 6 off to Terry. Bam said, well, we'll spin you for the 200 quid then. He went, okay then. So we spun it, and Bam went, tails never fails, and it was fucking heads. Fucking, I would have shouted head, but he shouted before me. He goes, God bless you, man, Mum. And then we both raced each on the way back. He said, that's fucking faster than mine now, you cunt. So he had a go. He went, fucking hell. He said, this is doing 165, it's not even been chipped. It's fucking mint, this, he said. This is the best one in the area, this. Fastest one I've ever drove. And then I had that one. That's the one that got stolen. And he had about 2 weeks. So me and Bam were going around all the fucking houses. Anyone who looks like a thief, car thief, come here, you cunt, where's my fucking car? And once someone said, it's down, the lad's got the tyres down there, so he pinched him. An RS, but it was an RS Cosworth. It was their own fucking car. It was just not an RS Cosworth, just an RS Escort. I got in, grabbed him, pulled him out. There's all these tyres. Where's my fucking? They looked at him. It's the wrong one, so I bit him. I slapped him, and I had this fucking massive ring on. And the ring came off, and they phoned me up. And he went, and he was eating a tin of beans. So I gave him 100 quid. I said, look, I got the wrong house, and there's 100 quid. He went, oh, fucking brilliant, Brad, thanks. 100 quid then, it's probably like 500 quid now. Talking fucking on 1991, 92, I think it was. That's when we first got the Cosleys out, 92, I think it was, 93. 92, I got my first one, yeah. Yeah, so then I got another one. I took one off Craig Howard, who was Lee Duffy's mate. He was fucking taking the piss out of me in Bradford, called me. I was working the Bradford lads at the time. Big, massive players down there. So I took one off him. And then I got chased. It was me, Bam, Flea, Paddy Watson, I think it was, going back. So anyway, they went to pulls up. And BJ might have been, I think it was 5 of us in the car. So we was going back. Is that 5? I can't remember. It was 5 of us in the car. So I was going on. So what I used to do this trick. I'd come to the bend of my road like that, indicate left, so the coppers would go, say, that way. So by the time they say they've gone that way, you indicate left. They'll spin round. By the time they spin round, go around the roundabout and come back round. They've gone that way for you, and you've gone that way. So if you go like that, indicate left, and then pretend you turn like that, the car. And as soon as they go spinning that way and go the other way, go that way, then go left and right, and fucking gone. You can't find you, especially in a car like that. Did 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. Fucking flying machine it was. So we got chased. So we got chased on the way back from Harrogate, about 30 odd miles, and got all the way home. I hit one curb on the way back. That was it. And they were like, fucking hell, brilliant driving. I was going, you don't mean to drive, fuck off, you don't see this. It was about fucking 12, 15 cars behind us. And it was like fucking O.J. Simpson, they're all chasing him, but because they only did 130, and we had the scanners, Paddy was on the scanner, he said they should be coming to Middlesbrough just now. I was already in Hartlepool, parked up about 15 minutes. We've got one of my mum's relations to pick us up. I say to the house, we've got a parmesan at his house with his mum. So they couldn't prove it up. So later on, they come for me and arrested me over it. Because he grasped me up, the fucking con, how would he grasp me up? He's got his missus to do it, and they come and arrested me. So when I went to the police station, that copper, I was telling you what the other night, the one who fucker was ringing the cars. He went, "Oh, do you know in Bradford? Because your name's getting mentioned on Bradford. A lot of people, the agent lads are using your name. A lot of people say, I'll get Brian Cockerill, so your name's getting through about all over Bradford, just to let you know." Yeah, I work with people down there do buy and sell cars and that. So I was doing cars with them. That was a bit of a cover, and we would obviously do the other stuff, the little fellas. Worked with the lads down there for years and years. But yeah, they were always all right. No rips, I fuck all, just 100%. But we went to, so we were looking for the Cosworth, I got stole, so I grabbed somebody else and they were slapping. And he come up, the copper went, "Yeah, I want to wear it." I went, fuck off, you BLACK cunt. Meaning his uniform, fuck off now, I don't want to know you. Well, why don't you report seeing you've had it stolen? I said, I don't like you cunts, I'd rather fucking lose the money than you fucking scum. What, you'd rather lose £20,000? Even you, the car where it was left, that's how fucking nosy cunts, and that's like fucking all them years back. I'd rather lose 20 grand. I said, doesn't matter, I'll make it back by next week. I was fucking gutted it. Just done the fucking heads in. I was making that type of money. Done the heads in, they couldn't do fuck all, they hate me. But the feeling's mutual. But I've never grasped a fucking soul in my life. I've never put no one in jail. And every time I got caught, the people who with me got off and I went to jail. They got off. The other people, I say there, I know I'm going to jail. I know I'm going to get take 2 years or 3 years. Why would I take them? I said, they had nothing to do with it. I went myself. Told them I was going somewhere else. We're going to go and do a shopping. So they wouldn't have been there for me. They didn't know that I was going to have a fight with someone. I got them to come on the pretext we were going out for the day for the run out. And got them all off. But I'd rather do the 2 year in jail until let them get fucking 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, and I not have no kids around. So they had kids and stuff. So I thought, I'll do the jail. They went, "Oh no, you can't do the fucking jail." Of course I can. I did it twice when I went to jail. I got off in the end, but the last one I got the driving offences, but it wasn't even me driving the car. My mate borrowed the car off me, drove my car and fucking like a lunatic on the streets. And it was him who was in my car, and it was I got the 3 year for. Well, not all the offences. One of them, I was 2 defences. I got found not guilty. One I did get found guilty. The other one was the lad, so I got the blame for it because he was driving my car. I gave him the car keys for the day to go out for their last shopping. Like a daft cunt, I gave him the key because I was in bed. I said, "Oh yeah, just take it, all right." And he went on a fucking mad chase. Never told, and I got nicked for it. I got done. I couldn't do nothing because it was all. I'd have to grass him up if I did. That's not me, is it? You know that. Give me a bit of energy, that. Well, I got 3 years for a fucking driving offence. So anyway, so after that one, so I had no car, so he said, "Oh," Bam went, "Fuck it." He said, "Go and buy a fucking another one. Go buy another one." So I went back and bought another. Oh, this one was not a tax, another one off the drug dealer, another magenta red one. I give him 10 grand worth of stuff to sell. He blew all on caravans and all and everything, so I took the fucking car off him. His missus come metal road, took the car off him, 6.5 grand I got for it. I didn't like it. It's a 2-wheeler as well. So I sold that one for 5 grand. I went and bought another one. It was a magenta. The other one I bought was a moonstone blue. I had that for about 3 months and I sold that for 6 grand. And then I went and bought another one, was the best one ever. It was called graphite grey, like a good metal grey like this, but a bit darker. Fucking beautiful. That was my favourite car. Fucking absolutely. But it wasn't the fastest one. It was my favourite. They looked out this world. I was having a look at them today. They're 150 grand a piece. Yeah, it's getting worse. Do you know what's wrong with the world? Do you know the brutal truth is there's not enough food in the world to feed everyone, and there's not too many people on the planet. It's just it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and fucking the ozone layers are getting bigger and bigger and everything. So it's coming where there's going to have to be wars. So what they do is they thin them out. You know, like in you see the people when they shoot them big deers and anything. Oh, you horrible bastards! But when you look at it, there might be 1,000 deers, so they'll shoot 200 or 300 to save 800 because not enough food for them to graze on. And I watched the documentary and I understood it then. And then they'll shoot the kangaroos. I think, oh, you horrible bastards! What? They don't shoot the kangaroos. It's something like 1,000,000 kangaroos. They might have to shoot 200,000 every year to keep them right, or they'll die because they won't have enough food. Well, that's what we do. We're eating all the food. We're eating everything. We can't stop. We're in abundance where animals will just eat what they need for the day, or we'll put it in warehouses for 10 years, 20 years down the line, just keep pinching. I didn't like the escort Cosworth Peter out of the box because I couldn't get in the cunt, sadly. I couldn't move, mate. I was monstrously big. I had a 58-inch chest, 23-inch arm, 18.5-inch forearms. I had 36.5-inch thighs, 23.5-inch calves, and a 23 3/4-inch neck. I was fucking monstrous, honest. Anyone tells you in the day when you see them videos where you see me there, I was only about 21 stone, 21.5 stone on there. But later on at the very end, I get to about 22.5 to 23. But later on, I got even bigger than that. Put an extra 2. So them videos there, 21.5. So you've got to remember to. So I put another 2.5 stone on pure muscle. And the videos where you see 1999 to 2000, I went up to 24 stone. So another 2.5 stone on what I had there. I looked massive on there, 21.5 stone. That was me going back to the gym after the dislocated my knee when I was doing 9 plates each end they had, which was fucking ridiculous. The bar was, what it had to do with it, I only used to put like a kilo little ring ones that hold it on the rings, like a little, not like, you know, like to hold it on collars, that's what I went for. But these, when you put 8 plates, the 8 plates bend the bar that much, that starts falling off the bar. So you've got to put collars on. So it was like, I could do 8 plates of 10. 8 plates of 10 to 5, I think it was. And the collars, I could do 3 reps with that. And then I went up to 9 plates each end and the collars. And I got all the way down, but I needed a little touch. So it was like just under to about 190, what was I forgot? How many keys is that? I can't remember now. So if it had been 10 each end would have been 100, wouldn't it? 200, 3, 4, 400, nearly 400 kilos, I think it was 400 odd key. It wasn't far off. Wasn't far off £900. 410 key, I think 20 key. 880. So if it was 400 key, that's double that. So it's 800, and 10% of 8 is 8. 10% of 800 is 80. £880 plus the collars. They were £11. So 800, just under £891, I think it was. So it needed just under £900 squat. Oh, he's making it up, he's lying. No, I wasn't fucking lying. And the documentaries can prove with the videos. Silly cunt. I've never seen trucking for. I fucking would hate to be driving fucking lorries made in this weather. I fucking hate lorries, I do. I fucking hate them. Because of this H and Lansing. There's another car, what's it called now? Fucking else, forget the name of it now. And it was 300, they only made 50 of them. That would be a Yori son. They only made 50. It was Sean Days, mate. He used to own the dock. Watson, they called his second name. He owned the dock. And I was driving this Cosworth. I did 165, 170. And I'm flying machine, left foot brake, and it had the actuators all done. It had the turbo was fucking mint. I had the boost gate turned up. I can turn it down from certain PSI to up to 22 PSI, but I blew the gearbox doing it. So I had to keep it down. So it was flying machine, so it was fastest car in the area, I thought. And then this Lancia or something it was called. What the fuck did they call it? Sort of like a Lancer, something, I can't fucking name it now. It went past me. It was 550 brake horse, this fucking car. When I see it, it was fucking monstrous, the engine on it. The wheels were like that. It made the Cosworth look like a little fucking toy town car. So I was doing 160 and he went past me like a fucking rocket. But he was shit at driving on the bends. I could left foot brake and understeer. He couldn't do that. But the Golds were good. I took one off somebody for about top of the range one. I think it was sort of 23 grand. I sold it to them. When I bought the car off. Fucking first car. I bought my first car off. Just fucking said his name earlier on. Teddy Pierce. Sold it to Teddy Pierce for 10 grand. I taxed it off someone for 23 grand. I think it was. It was fucking mint. It had £2,000 wheels and everything on it, but same again. I couldn't fucking add in massive. I had to fuck me for that. Look, can you come get this car? I can't drive it. It's too small. My legs couldn't get under the fucking steering over the thighs. Monstrous. When I started doing my test, they came in just a normal under little cars. I went, I'll get in there. He went, well, we got a problem. I said, yes. So I used to have my first car I got was a Vauxhall Vectra SRI Cavalier. Vauxhall Cavalier it was called. They were good cars, nice. SRI in red. It was like a yellow colour, but it had no fucking. It had no white. The thing is, you just have to open up. That was my very first car. I got it. It was £400 I paid for it, and it cost me £200 to get the. A lad pinched the GTE, and the GTE engine went straight into it. So he put it in. So it cost me about. I think it was about £800 all because the lad charged me £200 to do it, but I gave him £200. So it cost me £800. And I had the car for about a year, and then I got the Cosworth. But it was nice for the slop. The gearbox is dead sloppy in them, and the wind. You got to open the sunroof with your hand, and there's no like buttons to push the windows up and down, so it was boring. And the stereo was shite as well. Shite the stereo, but the Cosworths were brilliant. More cars, Subarus and that blow them off the road now. Cars like that come out later on. They'd blow them off the road, totally different. But they were brilliant for a 2-litre car, 160 odd. I think the standard was about what they said. I think it was 140 to 150. I think it was. But nearly everyone I knew did 160. That one I did 165. When you chipped it, you got about another 10 miles. But it was mainly the 0 to 60 was a lot faster. I got one done by Adrian Horsley. He used to rally them. I got the other one done by. He used to have their own rally course. Still got it up there now. People still live up there, go up there and drive on there. Sean, they used to go on with Lee Duffy and motorbikes and cross things and fucking scramble things and all that. Used to go on motocrosses. Yeah, Brian, have you met? No, I haven't met them, but they've sent me a picture through a mate from Edinburgh called Mike Bickers. Mike Bickers does strongman stuff, and he's a bare knuckle fighter from Inverness, where I think he's from. Is it Inverness? Racing Lady knows where he's from, I think. Where that daft cunt's from, that idiot fucking that clown who keeps sending daft, pretending he's a gangster, you remember? Fucking trap mafia, that daft cunt. Isn't he that silly cunt? And he thinks I've made it up. I fucking haven't made it up. And then my cousins phoned me the other week from Glasgow, and the other one, cousins, like both of them, I phoned me, when you go and see that cunt? I said, no, I stopped it last week, because they're from there, see, and they're like the main boys in Coatbridge in Glasgow. My relations up there, my Givrons, fucking absolutely destroyed that silly cunt in 2 seconds. I said, no, he says, you scratch you up with that cunt. Yeah, they're great, they're brilliant people there. They're lovely, big lads. They've got a heart of gold. You can see the old man, you can see the strength in his hands and that. You can see where he's got the genetics from the mum as well. But the mum passed away, and they always go, Mum, we love you, like having the win. It makes you feel proud, when you see him do it. Especially from being from Scotland, you think, oh, go on, lads. And you see him, he's at the win, absolutely. Called the albatross because his arms are that long. So when he picks the stones up, he destroys everyone. But they're absolutely polite as hell. Like me, when I'm up with people, I'm always polite to everyone. Always be nice to people, and always be nice. Just because you're the biggest or you're the strongest, you should always be nice to people. And then when you're not a bully, you go a long way. When you go in the pubs, everyone wants to greet you, meet you. But when you get the name as a bully, nobody wants to know you. Lancia, that's it, mate. The Lancia, fucking flying machine. Cavalier Lancia, that's it. At 100, the lad had it. I think there was. If I'm wrong, I'm telling the truth about cars. I'm not a liar. So there was only 500 ever made, and they broke 50 up for parts. If you check that out, you'll see. So they made 500 of them, and they were a fucking fortune. And fucking wheels like that. I've never seen wheels as big on a car. Do you know, like your Formula One look like that, the car wheels, and the speed of it. When I was driving 140, 50, 60 miles an hour, whatever, He went, we don't pass me as if I was in reverse. I went, what the fuck? So I phoned Sean. Sean, he went, that's my mate. He owns half the dock. He's a multi-millionaire, Brian. He said, that car's 500 brake horse. I went, fucking hell. Mine was 330, I think it was. 333, I think it was the most you could do. And then you have to change the injectors and all that stuff. All it was a fucking nightmare. You have to change it. Yeah. Gearbox over everything because the gearboxes blow, the ratio is too fast. I already blew one, so fuck that. So the 330 something brake horse. Then you've also got to put carbon pads on because you can't put just normal pads. My brakes were on fucking fire. Smoke was coming out near the fucking cafe. I pulled up near this cafe in Middlesbrough. Thought my engine's on fire. I run out, jumped on the side, and it was the smoke was coming off the brakes. Because when you're doing like 150, 160, you brake and the fucking heat's unreal. And you know when you're doing like 160, somebody looks like that in the distance, 160, and then all of a sudden you're fucking like on top of them and you brake and your fucking car won't slow down. So you have to get carbon brakes. They absorb the heat, so they're not as they're easy to use, but they're expensive. And then you also have to get. I used to have Yokohama tires. They were great in the wet, but shit. Not great in the dry, but shit in the wet. Sliding all over the fucking place. Fucking rubbish. But they cost a fortune. I used to get them once a month. I used to get a new set of tires. I used to get them off the place in Middlesbrough, the eyes, ears and nose clinic. The lads, the three brothers, got the I think it's a Cavalier. I bet the Lancia. I'm sure it's a Cavalier. If I'm right, it's a Cavalier, isn't it? I'm sure it's a Cavalier. I might be wrong. I thought it was a Cavalier, a Vauxhall. Not a Cavalier, Vauxhall. I think was it. I'm going to get mixed up. Is it a Vaux? Is it a Vaux? I thought it was a Lancia, Vauxhall or something like that. I can't remember because I had the same type of car, but it was the shit. Obvious shittier car. I can't remember the fucking thing it was now. Lancia, was it Cavalier? Was it something? I can't remember. Was it Lancia? Something like that it was. Yeah, I only ever seen one of them. A black one. Triumph Spitfires. I never know years ago. Yeah, they were too small. I couldn't fucking get one of them. 17-year-old man. Fucking, I was massive. They were tiny. Them. I tell you what I did have. I had a 750 635 BMW. That was dear. They were expensive as fuck. Them 35 grand, I think they were. But I got one SRI rapid car. Yeah, they were really for that. Them days they were Cavaliers. They were about 130, 125, 130. Weren't the best at holding. Cosworths are awesome. 4x4 was nothing better. But the other one that one just went. I've never seen a faster car than that in my life. It was fucking unbelievable. Then Subarus come up there. I never had to go when there's a Subarus because it was getting where I could go to fucking jail for driving again. I thought, fuck this. I started getting posher cars, like fucking like Saab convertible that weren't as fast, but they were nicer with all the interior. A cream interior, and it was red. It was all heavy. You push the button, that opens up. This opened up the fucking top of the range. It was about 6 months old. I got it 4 or 5 months old. 21.5 grand out there. St. Alexandra's Thornaby garage where it was Saab garage. Fucking fortune just for the badge alone. You're £100 just for a fucking badge to stick on you. When your badge comes off, about 130 quid, and the tire, the carpets are about £300 for the carpets. Just for a set of little carpets. Fucking ridiculous. I tell you it was a nice one. I had a 928 Porsche 911, fucking like a goldfish bowl at the back like that. Green, beautiful colour green it was. And people say green's unlucky. It was beautiful green. And I carried on Kevin Kilty's and Winnie Banks and all the kids come out. It was like fucking all the kids were rough from there. And I pushed the button, the lights come up like a pair of eyes open up, so it looked like a face. I pushed the button and bing bing, the pick up like that, the lights, beautiful car it was. That did the 150 mile an hour. It wasn't soaked up without. Fucking fortune of juice though. 5 litre engine, pure raw engine, 5 litre. You've got to know how to drive, you've got to know how to fucking left foot brake, all them type of things. You've got to know how to fucking understeer. So I also had a strut where you've got 2 pieces of metal going across here on the engine, not the engine, sorry, over the top of your engine, under your bonnet. So the struts are holding on there, you know, because where your wings are, because it can crumble, you know, smash to pieces when you're going that fast. If you go and you hit the floor. So I had that on as well. And I also had, you know, I've had them, couldn't tell by something. I also had Yokohama tires, like I said, and he also had it's like Indians. Let me think of the Indians. Shikoni, the Shikoni tribe. That's how I can remember it with dyslexia. Shikoni shock absorbers, they were called. They were red, and you put them on because the normal shock absorbers were shite on the cause was just the bog standard. See, so it's still sporty ones, but not as good as Shikoni ones. But they were fast, like the Cosworths were really fast. Cops couldn't get anywhere near. Lancia Deltas, is that it? Lancia Deltas? I must be it, yeah, Lancia, yeah, Delta. Yeah, they only made 500, I remember my mate telling me about them. Yeah, some Watson, I called them. Left on the docks, he had the docks, you know, all the fucking, you owned that. Not bad for you, yeah, it's okay. So the station's alright, good lad. No, well, I'd stop eating, that's how it out. Fucking get stuff in, get if you're hungry, get fucking eating, there's nothing wrong with eating. I got them, they're about 120 or 150, I think, when you get 50 grams. Or they're 20, no, they're 25 grams, but they're more like that's like fruity, like shake. There's no hardly calories in them. Because the powder takes it, when you have to mix it and mess about and fucking so I just use them now. I've like took one of them. I've got another one of them, but it's a carbohydrate one. And then I have 250 ones, and then I like a burger for breakfast, 3 bacon, 2 eggs. And I'll have sausages, like a square sausage thing. It's like a burger the sausage or lovely. She does fried bread. I always have a massive breakfast in the morning to kickstart you off. Came up this morning, I was bad, my hands fucking killed me today. Yeah, I've been doing alright though. Still training last night, even though I was in agony. I thought, just keep going. Don't fucking give in. Once you give in, you're fucked, aren't you? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Them Cosworths, I seen one going, the one up there, Scarborough, I've been there a few times. That motor place. You know, 80-year-old, he's fucked off with the young lad, and well, not young, about 40-year-old. He's fucked off with that, left his wife, and he took the money and went, done one. They're all calling him. I don't know the name of it now. I was watching it today. He's had enough, he's fucked off with loads of money and just left there. The gobby one, the blonde there, she goes, I've got something to say. He's left her for there. Not Davison, what's it called? Morrison, I don't know, what's it called? Oh, Seth the Shop. At Emerson Road, 2:30, Wigs, Ackland Road, Borough. Couldn't go to, what was that you had? An Audi. Oh, Audis are good. I had an Audi A4, A3, fucking fast, you know. Really good, really good. They have one, and I tell you what, the best car chasers ever, as in, the best car chasers ever in history is the one where he's CIA agent. One of my favourite films. Lotus Carlton, that's the fucking car. I knew it was a Carlton or something. I knew it was something like that. Vauxhall, I knew it was Vauxhall because I had the Vauxhall. That's what I was saying. I knew it was a Lotus Carlton. I knew it was a Vauxhall Carlton with the Lotus engine. Yes, that's exactly what it was. I knew it was a Vauxhall because I thought that's what I had. The Vauxhall Cavalier, and I thought, oh, if I had them fucking Vauxhalls, the fucking shit. I'll easy beat him. And Flea was with me. He said, go and take him off there. I went past him like he was stood. He was in cement. The next minute, I'm on the main road, doing 160. You will never catch me now. You couldn't. I've got the fastest car on Teesside, driving like fucking. I'm dead Billy Big Balls like that. He went boom past me. Like I went, what the fuck? Like the fire was on the road, like a cartoon. Vauxhall Carlton. I knew Lotus. Yeah, Vauxhall Carlton Lotus. That's the one. It's spot on. I just knew it was not the. That's it. A Vauxhall Carlton. Yeah. Fucking fly machine. He only made 500. Phil Walker, the fucking rapid them, he said, because his son's the best surfer. Well, that's surfing they do. He's the number one in the country. He's won loads of trophies from Birmingham. Had a Fiesta XR2 in late 80s, quite yippy. When we were having XR2, XR3, and XR3, it was a nightmare. I was that big in the cunt. XR3i convertible. It was nice as a red one. I was like that. The car wasn't even fucking tipping over. I was driving it. You know, and like, if somebody's on the other side, they're up here somewhere, and I'm down here, fucking with a body weight. Tatty scones. Yeah, you go there, good Scottish ones. I think you can get them out of Greg's. Yeah, I think you get them. I want to take 2 batteries upstairs because I've got the nose trimmer upstairs. These batteries here. I just got them out of the fucking pound shop. Why pay for it? I bought these. No, I bought them. They were the ones then. They were the day ones out of Tesco's. So only got. Oh, they went to the pound shop. These Kodak. They're only for putting in that, another computer or changing the remotes. Circle sausage party, like square sausage. Well, these ones in Tesco's, the sausages, but they taste like burgers. Oh, the burgers, they taste like sausage. They're beautiful, they taste, they're really tasty. So a bit of salt, and they taste salty as well. They're really nice. Audi A4, yeah, they're really good. They're really expensive. My you know, I got rid of mine. My fucking, you know, the injector that went, where you inject the fuel goes through the fuel injector. £960 plus VAT. It was nearly 1,200 quid. I said I only paid £3,000 for the fucking car. He said, "Oh, it'll cost you another £2,000 to put it in." I went, "Fuck off!" So I got rid of the cunt. Sold it to somebody for 600 quid. And I got the other car. Spending all that money on cars. I spent fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds on cars. I'm used to selling for fucking the next thing else. Lose about 4 or 5 grand. Get bored with it in about 3 months. And we'll buy another one. Fucking rad. You have cars all over the front, car full of people whinging in the street because all the cars here on the front. Whinging cunts. Worst place to have cars is on the main roads. You know, if you live in a street and it's like where there's kids walk by, go to school, you fucking scratch your cars, little cunts or convertibles are the worst. They cut the roofs with fucking knives. They're a nightmare. You've got to have a drive that we've got like that to put your car on to be safe, really, because you get kids going by, fucking scratching it, you know, just being horrible. Vauxhall, Cats, Lotus, yeah, Carl Lotus, that was the one. Yeah, fly machines. The mate had a Mustang. They're quick over the short speed, but they're not top end fast. Ford Mustang, he had one, American one it was, yeah. All big flames on the back of it had, like on the front of the engine, like flames coming out. Just painted on. Scotland, England, member, 6 Nations, police, presence. Tatty scone, yeah. Tatty scones, just Scottish meal they are. They're like a pancake type of thing. They taste nice. I think Greg's doing them from Scotland. You can get them out of Greg's. Oh, yeah, it's bad tonight, both of them. Tatty scones, square sausage, you get that as well. He brings it down with a mate from Cockerill. He's a lorry driver. Gordon Hannon. You know him, Mark? He used to come on all the time from Cockerill. He's up and down the motorway every day of the week. Drives all over England, all over Scotland, everywhere. He does what you do, long distance lorry driving. I think he does Tesco ones. I think he drives. He's a nice lad. He's a big fucking lump of that. About 6'6" and about 20 stone. He used to work the doors in the clubs in Glasgow, the main nightclub, where all the top doormen, all the top gangsters and all the top DJs and anyone goes to the club. I can't remember the club he told me. He worked there for about 10 years. Big fucking legend. He can tell you boxing. He's doing a bit of boxing here with me. Just showing me swings. I can tell you box by your feet and your movement in your head and stuff. I love the big giant he is. Oh, Lotus, yeah, that's it. You know what Lotus stands for? Lots of trouble, usually serious. They're a fucking nightmare, Lotus. But you used to get them little Lotuses, didn't you? They're about 20 grand. I can't remember the name. There's one on there. I'm sure watching the day. And I thought, fucking nightmare, yeah. Lots of trouble, usually serious. Sprint. Was it a Lotus? A Sprint, I think it's called. Lotus, a Sprint, I think it's the word. A Sprite, a Sprint, or something it's called. Too small again for me. I had one of them big fucking wagons, you know, them fucking the travellers have them big fucking like what's it called? The big fucking massive one you have for on the road, not a wagon, like a Jeep. What they call them? Not a Shogun, not a fucking what they call them, big massive wagon, something wagon I think they call them. Big white one he had, about fucking 80 grand it was. Tried to sell me for 50 grand. They fucking doubled up one I found out. Somebody said, they doubled up on that, you're going to get done. So I took it back. It was fucking horrible to drive. All the travellers have got the fucking massive diesel, big square things. Somebody told me the name, but I'll tell you. Big square long thing. Bought the biggest fucking, one of the biggest Jeeps. I think they're like Japanese or something like that. Chinese or something. Big long fucking, not a Shogun, I had a Shogun. Pajero's another one. I had one of them. That's an image. That thing is for Shogun, isn't it? It's like a still a cheaper version, isn't it? But they look like the Shoguns on there. I had a red one of them. I had a green. I got the fucking one. I got that one. Peter Rubble. That was 21 grand from. I think I got 22 cars I bought for 21 grand. Building on Bottoms. I can't remember the fucking name of it. Zuzi Trooper 3.2 with black. It was green with the black. That's two green cars. So it's out there. So this was a nice green. This one though, like a little lime green, and it had black bull bars. I spent about fucking 3 grand on these bull bars and all the stuff trimmed and that on it. And I went to fucking police for after, so I fucked off to. I put off to what was that? Right down south where they've got where you go on the ferry to go to Isle of Wight, Isle of Man. And it's also the Marines have got the base there. There's a jail there. Portsmouth, was it? Portsmouth, yeah. It's Portsmouth. It was hard there. We said, I've got a boat down here for you, come and stay on it, like a fucking yacht. So it goes all the way down to fucking Portsmouth in about 9 hours to get there. But have you been there, Mark? What a fucking nightmare that was. It's all fucking, it's an island, but there's all roads like coming onto it. What a fuck, I lost about fucking 5 times. I was fucking screaming, I was. So goes to his house. Goes in the house in there. Chew, fucking hell, that's my eyes. Go on, that's right. Have you got a catch? Went, yeah, it's behind you. I went, oh, I can't stay here. I've got on my legs to catch it. Oh, there's two. The fucking water was pouring on my eyes in this house. And you could smell the pee off the floor when you went in. I thought it was the dog though. I was fucking snoozing that. So I can't stay here. Anyway, it was about 12 o'clock at night. Couldn't get anywhere. I said, I've got a boat on such and such. And he told me where it was and which. Like lock 24, boat number 4, whatever the name was. Got on the fucking boat. I swear to God, never seen it like it. Pulled the fucking hatch over, you call it, open. Looked in, it was all floorboards, it was all water in it and everything. It was a boat. A derelict boat it was like. And it was like all water in it. So there was a little, about as big as this table I'm on here now. Trying to sleep on a table as big as this was. And then he ended up going into the fucking Jeep and sleeping in the Jeep for the night. What a fucking nightmare it was. And he had a pup with us, little tiny dog like Steve Max. It was a little cocker spaniel that calls him Snoopy. I paid 300 quid, sorry, £300 for him from a woman from Broughton. I dogs was a show. I always get show dogs, mate. Quality dogs. I always pay more money for them because they last longer as well. Better breeds. So I got it off a woman from Broughton. Then I went to buy a bulldog. A woman went all the way to fucking Doncaster to buy a bulldog. Oh, she said, well, come another 4 or 5, maybe 6 times. He gets used to you. I went, fuck off. I'm not driving another 2. It was like an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back, 3 hours. 6 visits to buy a dog. I went, fucking round the bench, she is. So I never got it. So I got another one. I got one called Rosie. I bought it. I was mental. I paid £300 for it. I felt sorry for it. These travellers had it on a place in Ragworth, really rough place in Stockton. It was covered in oil, her face and everything. It was a little baby she looked like. I said, how much do you pay for that? He said, 300 odd quid. I said, I'll give you 300 quid now, give us it. So I give him the money for the well. He come out, he said, oh, here's some meat and that with it. And that. It was all right with the lad. But I was going to tax her. No, I'm going to tax you. If I don't tax you, to take it off you. You haven't done that wrong to me. I said, no, you fucking your dog. I said, so you don't fucking tax people's dogs, you fucking buy them. So I bought the dog off him, and she was suffering. She was allergic to meat. This meat, so I had to get a chicken every day, piece of chicken, and rice, just white rice, so I could feed her, and then little treats now and then. But she used to go, all his fare used to come off. She one lad from Hartlepool, so only one lad she hated, and every time we come to the door, she used to bark at him. I tried to bite him, and everyone else used to let in the house. Then I had a parrot in the house called Herman. They called it Herman because it was like Herman was a fucking monster. Screamed like that when I went out the room. I thought, fucking hell. So I thought, and it just started to talk. I went, oh, fuck's sake. When I was on Donald McIntyre, I said, he said, why did you get rid of the parrot? I said, because the cunt was shouting things like, he's got guns out the back, he's got the drugs upstairs, he's got bodies under the patio, and he was laughing his fucking head off. I told that joke in a pub. People thought it was being real. But I was expecting to go home, all the fucking patio dug up. Fucking place of crackers down there. Look at that snivelling little fucking dirty Roman. Snivelling little horrible little cunt. I'm going to grass you up. I couldn't be like that, mate. You know, like that fucking snitching all the time. Can't wait to make statements against people, get people in trouble at school and stuff. Fucking never been like that in my life. You keep quiet, don't you? When the teacher comes or anything, who did that? I haven't seen that miss. Wasn't me. That wasn't him. He hasn't moved. I kicked the ball or something. The ball's gone through the window, and the headmaster's come out and have to get the head more up. Nobody says that. The kids just keep quiet. And you always get one doing you like that fucking little wrong. I said, don't did it. It was them. Fucking horrible cunt. I mean, to get people in trouble or put people in jail for because you don't like them or something, or because you've done something wrong, to make statements, get people took away from the families and that, and sit laughing about it. Just got right in the fucking head. Just the evil fuckers. I wasn't in it. I was never in American cars. That wasn't my thing, because fucking driving on this side of the road. You're on the wrong fucking side of the road, aren't you? Your worst place is when you go to Broughton, up that bank, when you go to Broughton, go towards Marksway, and you go right up the bank. You go to overtake the fucking lorry, and he takes you out. You're trying to look like that on the fucking side to see what's there. Horrible. Because you left them drive on, so you're on this side of the road. So trying to overtake a bus, fucking nightmare. Egg and bacon together, and beans. Egg and bacon and beans. You've got to get proper beans, like them fucking cheap shite. Baked beans. Mean, Heinz. They're the best beans. I've had fucking any amount of cars. Fucking go on forever talking about car company I've had. Motorhomes. Our Jamie's got a motorhome. He builds them for a living. He goes and buys them and builds a full motorhome. He's got one, a big massive, about 80 grand one he's got. He goes all over Europe driving in it. Stays somewhere for a couple of days in one place and then go to another town. Goes all over it in the summer and that. Yeah, square sausage is good. Hang on, it's nice if it's the right one though, because you get loads of copies of shite. My mate brings them down from Cockerill, from Scotland. When he pops it to see us, while he's passing by, and he'll pop in for a couple of hours. Cumberland sausages. I used to like them. I've gone off them now. I've eaten these little. They look like burgers. And but they taste like sausages. It's marvellous. They're only about £2 good for £4. I mean, never get them. You go buy breakfast now, it's about fucking 20 quid. Years ago, you go in and people cost you about £3. You get loads of fucking stuff off the woman. Sausages. Me like talking again today. Upstairs. What the fuck's that mean? Can I have a sweet, Dad? you want a sweet? You give the sweet. Then if you want to go, this big long fucking squeaky noise coming out of his mouth. I went out the bedroom and say, Mum, I know the different noises, what they mean. And once you go downstairs, you go right out of his eyes. Look at the door, look at you and look at the door. He wants to go down. Do you want to go down? He'll just jump off the bed. He's so intelligent. He fucking hates anyone coming to the house. Just goes mental. He loves the pup, like he sits with the pup. Pup's in his cage. And chews everything. So he's in his cage still. So he's out every day in the kitchen. Bobby's out an hour, and then an hour. And he goes out 3 or 4 times and he's in the back garden playing. He goes mental in the back garden running about like a mad dog, like crap he used to do. I was the pain in the hip. Oh, it's fucking, that's unreal, mate. It's fucking killing me. I first started to take some of that oral morph earlier on. Fucking all night long I've been up with it. I've had no sleep. 3 days I've had about 4 sleep. Which even my fucking, what do you call it, the hands. I've got this on the fleece on the night, so it's cold. I've got a top one and a t-shirt. This on, freezing. My hands feel like they're freezing cold, but they feel like they're when you electrocute yourself. You get electric shooters, and you fucking like that stinging. It's like that constantly. Like being electrocuted with my hands. So my hands are like it's like they're on fire. It's fucking horrible. It is. But the freezing cold, even though the Sprit, that's it. Yeah, the Sprite, like Sprite, the drink of Sprit. They're a fucking nightmare. Always problems because we're only little, see. Yeah. Lots of trouble, usually serious. I thought, fuck that, I'm not getting one of them. I think there was one in James Bond. What was that, Lance? That was a Lancia, that one, wasn't it, though? I think that was called a Lancia, that one. James Bond, the white one. And it goes in the water and it comes back up. I'm sure that was a Lancia. I like them Japanese cars, were quite good. I had, what was the car? Fucking hell. I can't remember the name. It was a convertible, red. The fucking red one, but you had to take the plastic off. It was like a leather, so you had to take it off. I can't remember the name of it now. Japanese cars, right? Name of Japanese car make, just the make, so I'll tell you if I know it. I forget the make of it. They was shite. Them Marinas were Falk and Morris Marinas, and them other ones. Them Marinas have come out of British Leyland. Fucking worst company in Britain. Sold a million cars then. Million cars then went bankrupt. Cars were shite. Yeah, they can tell people good and bad. Really can. What do you call that? Remember Princesses come out? The car Princess. Remember they came out the very first ones about 1977, 78, I think. We used to go, there's a new one there, look like we used to. There's a brand new one. Like that would be a playing game on near the road. There's a new car with the reg. You're a kid. But don't forget to push the like buttons. I'm when orders selling you. Smash the like buttons. 29, 42 on still. Done really well with the numbers. I think we've got 1,200 up there, 1,300 on Monday, 12 and 11 was up to last night. So it was 11 today, I think. So we're getting about 1,200, between like 1,300 people every day because a lot of people around the world are watching it. Else, you know, loads come on and say, I'm still watching you. I just don't go on the lives. So people in America wake up when we're asleep, don't they? So in Australia, so people all over watching it. Oh, they're fucking hell. Yeah, cheers, Mark. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah. I'm trying to think that car. It's getting my nerves now. I can see it and everything. I can't remember what the make was. Brilliant. Them Japanese cars are brilliant, but they're not great for the rust boxes. But they were brilliant engines. Fucking brilliant. Honda, and yeah, I had a Honda Accord. I had that. It's outside there. There's a picture of the nightclub I owned called Heaven Club. Heaven, we called it. Because I think I spent 25 grand, 30 grand down up. And I got all the college students for now came and I used to let them in at the weekend because they all like the ecstasy and stuff. I used to pay them all the ecstasy and then paint all the building to pieces. All the buildings because they're all student drawers and that. They had like heaven and hell, different stairs and that, different levels. It was hardcore at the top. I had ping pong ball machines and fucking fruit machines in another level. And then I had another place where there was a chill out room where you could smoke joints. It was fucking class, but the cops sat out the back and the front every day for I was about 2 or 3 months, and I had to shut down. I wasn't making any money because people were scared to come in because in case they got raided with the cops. The cops would just sit outside the presence all day. Everyone else they wouldn't do it was only because of me. They fucking hated me. They over. But I still fucking. I had illegal ones in fields and all sorts of daft cunts. I was having them in bands, people like farmers' bands, and fucking old warehouses. I was having them in everything, fucking all over the place. We do them. Still making a fortune. Going to Bradford and having them in places like that. Fucking make a fortune. The only thing about them though is you're freezing. It's not as good. You need to be in the building when it's warm. The heat's on you and you're fucking off your edge. It's better when you're in the cold. It starts raining. Things it's fucking shite. And in them big tents and that shite. Beautiful dog ride. Yeah, beautiful. I can't think of the name of this car. So you've said Honda Accord. What's the other name of the cars? Japanese cars. He's a Japanese. I think not a Shogun. Who made Shogun? What was the name of them? What was the name? It's Japanese. Lotus. Oh, no, it's not San Lotus. Got that one. Yeah, it was Japanese. I'm sure it was. I think it had the badge on. What was them? One of the ones that were very fast, the 3 litres. The white ones. Supra. What was that? What was the name of that then? It was Supra cars. I bought a 2.8 one just because of the clock. It was a digital clock. I think I paid about $4,000 for it. It was about 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 1980 something. I had that on the front. I had a 635 BMW. I had a Cosworth on the front. I had another Cosworth on the front. I had a 5-litre green Porsche 928. They're fucking beautiful, that car like. And he had a sort of Robbie Armstrong, who was Robbie Armstrong bought it off me from Newcastle, was best friends with Bev Graham, who was his partner on the doors. I sold it to him. I'm just trying to think of the name. Toyota Celica, that's it. Toyota Celica. I knew I couldn't get the fucking name. Toyota Supra and Toyota Celica. So I had the Toyota Celica. Now the Toyota Celica, I said, don't get this. So I was going to get a Supra 3 litre. He said, no, don't get that because the fucking shit, the brakes on it. He said, the fucking shit. So I got a Toyota Supra. I got a Supra, but it was a 2.8. I was going to, she said, get the 3 litre. I said, no, get this instead. Toyota Celica. I had Toyota, that's it, the Toyota, I remember it now. The Toyota was on the front, silver, and it was red, the car, and you flipped it up, but the back was black. And you didn't push a button like you do in the Saab convertible. This was a convertible. You had to take the fucking back off and ping it all back on it. And then it starts raining and you're trying to put it back on. It was fucking lovely car. I drove for it, really nice. But it was wasn't fast. It wasn't like the other fucking cars. But it was just nice because I started getting away from the fast ones because I was fucking obsessed with driving 100 miles an hour everywhere. So I stopped doing it because I was fucking going to kill someone or something on myself. So every time I was in the car, I'd drive fast. And then the other one was a Toyota. What was Toyota? A Toyota, some Jeep. What's it? A big Toyota Jeep. What's that called? Toyota, the big fucking not Freeland. What the fuck's it called? Is it a Freeland? No, Freeland. I've had one of them. I bought it off a doctor. That Freeland, 15,600. She wanted. I got it for 14,500. I give flat £100 for coming with me. I got it from Leeds. No, dentist. Sorry, it wasn't a doctor. It was the dentist. Plastic pigs out. Dad had one. Used to take us to school and that. And, no, I wouldn't dare be seen dead in that. I wouldn't give a fuck, mate. It didn't bother me. I seen one the other day, them little ones when you could lift the roof up like that and get in them. There's one down there in Stockton. They have them there with a dog, it's like a dog. It's like a dog, and it's only for lots of 3 wheels. They've made it like a Dalmatian dog, it looks like, but it's a car. Toyota Celica, yeah, really nice. 2.8. The back end would spin right round. So I goes out one night. I had these tablets. Got them off these lads from Holland to get them from there, and they were like little tiny. You know them saccharins you get, about as big as a saccharin, but they're rock hard. So you couldn't. There were a great thing about them because most people would get them in half them, so you couldn't do half of these. So people would buy like a full one, so they'd have to. The only way you could do it is get like a stand knife and cut them or break them up. So I took take two. So I was laid on the floor about 5 o'clock. We're in the house. We got about 5,000. Got them all out. Got them gone. Kept like 100 or whatever for the clubs and that. and everyone else had their stuff, and the other ones were put away somewhere in somebody's house. I always put them in like somebody's nana's house, like the mum, the girl might know, or the mum and dad might know the nana, but the nana doesn't know. But obviously, give them a wage for it. But they're not going to raid all people's houses. But when you go to a council estate and you're in out of a house in a council estate with bags of money in a fucking 50 grand car, people start going up. I've seen him in again. And then they end up getting the police on you, and they'll pull the car in the street and they'll raid the house at the same time, get you caught. I know loads have got caught like that, or run around with a 20 grand car and claiming door. One was signed on the door in Thornaby, and he was in a private parking spot where they parked the cars. The door, they beeped him, move your car. So he didn't move it. So the fucking police come, nicked him, checked him. He was claiming door, and he had fucking all the stuff when you work and you can like a joiner or something. He had all the stuff in the car, so they checked on the computer and found out he was working. He got his door stopped. They found out why'd you get the money for the car? And took the car off him. There was another one up there. He was only 16. He was doing the coke. He got caught. He got about 5 years. He's telling everyone how he's doing. He bought a car for 20 grand. He was 16. He was driving around with 16. He was 16. They pulled him over. And said, where'd you get the money for this? I've saved it up. So they went, where from? And that money lock thing came out where you've got assets of crime. He couldn't prove where he got it. So he took the 20 grand off and he got 5 years until he couldn't. 5 years. All the gear was in his house. His mum's house. His mum and dad had a top of the range Porsche, and they had a building firm and everything. I said, what the fuck are you selling drugs for when you've got a brilliant job? But your mum and dad and everything fucking crazy. Yeah, they raided the whole mum and dad and everything. They fucking went through every bank account and everything. Glenn Monmouth, how are you, Glenn? I haven't seen you for a while, son. Welcome to the show. Let's repeat each other's answers. Canada, Grenada, 2.8 years. Grenadas were good. They were big, heavy things. You're going back fucking some nowhere. 2.8 Grenada, you're talking about fucking the 1960s, 70s here. 2.8 Grenada. But I got a 3 litre, 3 litre Grenada Scorpion. You remember them? They were massive, big fucking red one I took. And I taxed it off someone. He said, because he was cheeky, he'd been mouthing off and slagging me, so he wouldn't beat me. I'd beat him in a fight and stuff. So I thought, I'm going to knock you out. And I thought, no, I won't. I was going to have a test drive of that car. He said, yeah, just down the road. I said, before me 3 days later, I said, I'm still down driving on the road. I haven't finished yet. When I get back, I'll tell you when I'm going to drop it off. Yeah. Ford Scotland, Grenada. I had two of them. I got a, what colours did I get? I got a blue, and I think it was. What was the other one? I'll tell you, I was driving, fucking up near Broughton, come down where the Broughton Road, the back road, you come down, instead of going through where the trees are, it's all bright and that, I can't remember what it's called, that bit there. Anyway, we were going down there, I was coming around on Broughton, there's a road you can turn, I'm going past Broughton, coming back the back roads, because I used to have gear in the car sometimes, and I went to the side in the car, like that, started tipping, I thought I was on a cliff, fucking shit myself, and it tipped over the side, I skid in the ice. It slid in the ice and it went up in the air and it started tipping. I went, oh fucking hell, I got a shock. I thought I'm going to like tip over, and it went up and then went back down. Sat down anyway. Pardon me, there's a place, I can't know what it's called, Orchard Wood. He'll know, Mark Emerson. Orchard Wood. Got chased down there with the cops, fucking blew them off the road. Anyway, it goes just near Orchard Road. So on the Orchard Road, when you go down through there, Gisborough way and that, you can come to Gisborough, but on that back road there, she lived there. Not what do you call her? Fucking off. Here with the stair lifts. Remember here with the stair lifts? She lived in a house around there. I can't remember the name of the fucking woman. Oh, it's got fucking hell. She used to do all the old films. Anyway, I'm fucking driving down there, and I break down in the middle. Anyway, this lad comes round on the left-hand side here. The smallest church in Britain's there, in that near that place. It's only tiny. It only has about 15 people in it. Smallest church in Britain it is. And people, I think it's called Rabbit. When you go in church, people go in churchyards and look at old graves. So I think it's called Rabbit, and I think it's called. So you get people going there. So it's the oldest one. But Dora Heard, she lived there off the films from the old days. She lived in that near Broughton. So anyway, I'm coming down the road, and the car stops. Anyway, this lad coming in. He said, do you want a lift? He was weird looking. So anyway, I'd been off my fucking head full of coming home. bit paranoid, jumpy. So he said, I'll take you now. Goes into this house, when he take me in this room, there was like heads of chickens off. There was a cow that had been cut up. I was like that, and there was knives all over. I'm fucking hell, I'll get my hands up here. Fucking, you might get fucking butchered. It was like fucking sales of the lambs. I'm sat there, I think, my phone, my mate saying, I'm at this farm. Anyway, my mate come along and picked me up at the farm. But he pulled me out, this lad with they pulled us out. I couldn't get the car out, I was stuck in the mud. And he pulled us out with the Jeep. And then his dad come and he was fucking even more weird. Oh, get me fucking out of here. And then later on, I was in the Top Deck nightclub in Redcar. He went, you remember me about 6 months ago? And I got, yes, hey, son, you all right? He said, I said, do you take either? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, there's a couple for now. You want to show? I said, yeah. I used to see him all the time in the raves. Yeah, it was fucking scary. Proper scary it was. No, you're off your head. Fucking big knives everywhere, blood, everything all over. The big must have been slaughtering fucking animals. Orchard, Skelton, yeah, that's Apple Orchard, that's the one. Yeah, I'm going down there one night, me and Emma, and I used to be able to turn the back lights off. Emma went, what are you doing? I can't see you. I just keep calm down. Me and Tony Stubbs it was, from Grangestown. So the cops were chasing about 4 or 5 of the cunts, and watch it, boom, lights off. They couldn't find me, they couldn't see fuck all. I just parked it around the corner from it. I went off a road. They didn't have a clue where I was. I was going down there about 120 miles an hour. Fucking, you got to be able to drive to go down there because the road slides on us. I used to fly down there. When I was going before down the road on my own, and when you go through it, Mark will tell you, there's trees are about 60, 70 feet tall. So when you're on one side of the road, the daylight can just go hit you all of a sudden. You're blinded by the light because the light comes through, the sun comes through the trees quick. So you've got to go to the other side of the road like that because you get blinded. So as I'm driving down, there's 2 cop cars on the other side of the road. So I'm driving on the road normal. Anyway, I'm driving, as I come down doing about 30 miles an hour, and I come round and they come over, and the sun right in my eyes. So when I moved the car like that to get out of the way, the cop was fucking turned around, chased me, so I did a runner. And there was a cop up there, I don't know if you remember him, Mark. He used to have a bald head, he was a horrible cunt. All the people in Broughton hated him. He was a motorbike cop, big, ugly, skinny, horrible. He had a proper trip wood lad, proper bully back. And so he goes in court, nicks me for it. He said, so by law, what happens if you get seen by a police officer, they've got to go, they can't go to the police and say, I seen Brian Cockerill, and then they go to the file and go, is that him? And he goes, yeah, well, they're showing you who you are. So what they've got to do by law, they've got to put the policeman, put you in a lineup, say 5 or 6 people, put you in a lineup, and they have to be similar to you, or give you a photographic one. But what they've got to do, they've got an independent police officer from another police station. Redcar one say will come to say Broughton, or Stockdale will come to Middlesbrough, so it's independent. It's got to be an independent inspector or higher, and they'll give you like 8 photos. Look at the 8 photos and you go, that one there. And it's all videoed. So they've gone, so when the judge, when I had a judge, I said, well, how did you know it was Brian Cockerill if you've never seen him before? Oh, he asked the desk sergeant, do you know Brian Cockerill? He went, yeah. He said, yeah, him there, is that the one you're on about? He said, yeah, well, that's not identifying someone. You've asked. You've never seen Brian Cockerill before, so how did you know what file to pick? That's what he said. That was the one. I asked the desk sergeant, he told me where it was. So that got kicked out. I wouldn't have won the court case on that one. So the next time I went back again, and then the other judge went, oh no, I'm going to let that stand. So wait a minute, how can one judge kick it out? Another judge bring it in? Fucking horrible, he was called. The worst judge ever. Judge, he was a cunt. What was he called? He was fucking horrible. Judge Scott. What a fucking little prick you were. You are, you fucking horrible little cunt. What a little wanker he is. Typed everything down, everything, fucking horrible. He's the one giving me 3 years, little cunt. Yeah, so they chased me. Land Cruiser. Yes, that's the one. Toyota Land Cruiser. I knew it was a Toyota. Massive, big, all the travellers have them. Trying to drive out this is, I thought, fuck this. That's what I said to Matt. I don't know you can drive them big things because I was in like a Range Rover and I hated it. Big square, fucking like dynamic as a brick, fucking shite. Then I got one of them, what's it called? Land Cruiser, that's it. Massive, fucking bigger than this room, fucking about 16 foot long or something. And I fucking hated it. I drove it about for one day. I went, oh, it's horrible. Cost a fortune in the diesel and that. Got a sledge, Clayman. Got a sledge. with the turbo engine on it. So anyway, so I'm driving. Anyway, it goes to court. And up Leitham Village. Yeah, I got that. You remember that village? What happened? They came from, just going off this story. So what happened, this lad called Tom, he came to see me from McIntyre and he worked for, you remember Granada Television Companies in Manchester? He came with a little man, oh, hello, golly gosh, how are you? I've been told by McIntyre you'd be interested in helping us find Britain's hardest villages and hardest pubs. We've done the pubs, we're doing hardest villages. I went, well, so I took the South Bank, went, no, anything more. So I took him to fucking, what was it called? What's it called? The one, Lingdale. Lingdale. Let me think which one is Lingdale, then Loftus, which is the fucking one I'm thinking of now. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the village. They're all down. You go down the beck, Mark. They're all in the becks and everything, and they're fucking in the sea, fucking getting stuff. So I took him there, and he went, fucking hell. It's like they're all wearing motorbike jackets still from the 1970s. Women have got wellies on with dresses on and motorbike jackets, and they're all fucking sitting about in there. They're all fucking like village idiots, most of them. And he said, oh, he lost his teeth in the sea. No, he lost his teeth in the toilet, and his teeth went into the sea. And he grabbed it all that because he was one of these who could dredge in the sea, this other one. And he found the old man's teeth. They'd been in the sea for about 2 weeks. He come back, giving them, he put them straight in his mouth after reading all the shit and everything on them. Oh man, fucking hell. So it's a Lingdale. They call it the wife swapping village. You go down, there's the scrapyard on the left hand side, Mark. As you go down, it's on the left. What's it called? Man, you know. Not up Leitham, no. It's fucking. Well, yeah, that Leitham is a small church as well. There, I told you, Max fucking knows the stuff. Yeah, so that what I'm telling you about that place, mate, on the left. As you go down, there's a scrapyard. You get your stuff from it, and it's dead steep. My mate was on the bank. It's like that. The bank. You've got at the very, very top. You can look down at the village from the top. There's a fish and chip shop at the top. As you go the back road, as you're going out of Broughton, as you go towards like say Whitby way. Where you go through all the little villages and that. But as when you look down, there's a village on the left. It just drops straight off village. You go down there and there's a brilliant fish and chip shop at the very bottom. But they're all fucking like from another world. It's like going back in the fucking 1940s. So I took him there and went, oh, look at everything. And this is the one. So they made the documentary. So they come to my house after it was done because they wanted me to go. I'm like, oh shit. They wanted me to talk to the people because they couldn't understand them and they wouldn't understand them because they had posh, la-di-da accents. Skinning Grove, that's it. Skinning Grove, the wife swapping villages just kicked in my head. Skinning Grove, fucking hell. And it's like going back in time. He went, he says they went to me, oh gosh, fucking hell. Well, they were the talk, fuck me. He went, it looks like we're back in 1970s. So they loved it. Anyway, they did the filming, they did the whole filming there, but they wanted me to go and narrate on the TV thing. So I fucked it up. I went on the drugs for about 3 days, and when they come, I didn't answer the fucking door. So I left a note on the door saying, well, they left the note saying, we've been twice to do it. So obviously, I couldn't do it. I just said I couldn't send them a message. I couldn't do it. And anyway, they sent me a little thing saying thank you from Granada Television Company for getting us the village and helped us with the documentary. She sent me a letter and a little card thing. It was nice, but yeah, but I fucked it up again, being a fucking idiot on that shit. But never again. Yeah, so these cops anyway, the fucking so my mate was in this Skinning Grove, and I went out and we talked to the lads at the bar and having a drink in this pub and everything. He said, oh, fancy going back to the house for a drink, lads? I said, oh yeah. So when I got to the house, they had this fucking big bowl like that. He went, oh, do you want to join in and all that? I went, what do you mean? He went, oh, Friday night we have like a wife swapping party. And my mate, Ginger Allen, good lad from Redcar, and his mate from Redcar, were like, fucking hell, because they were like fucking stay at them. So you put the keys in, the women, they put a blindfold on them, they have to put their hands in and get a key. You get the key, you have the key. Oh, I've got you for the night, the woman. I said, fuck that. He said, we couldn't. He said, can I just go to the toilet? My mate said, he said, yeah, I'll just go to the back, no problem. Straight to the car, fucking straight home, fucking floor of the place. Said, They're all fucking teeth were all over the place and all sorts. He said, fuck, wife swapping. I think it would be better swapping with the blokes, he said. I was fucking howling at him. He told me in the pub in the Hydro in the red car. Back at Leeds now. You're back at Leeds now, man. Back in Leeds now. Parked up. Oh, poor Martin Leeds. Worked in Leeds on a nightclub. We had to search everyone for guns in Leeds. That was John D. Pledge was doorman, and a lad called Rudy, black lad who would run the town. He was lethal, like fucking shooting people, things like that. Really dangerous lad, and they got the doors took off them by the police. The council can take the doors off you, see. So they took them off for the weekend. We had the dog. We only went there 2 nights. I had a fight with this black lad in the alley. It was like an alleyway where it went in, and we're going up and down with them cars that do that fucking shit, fucking horrible and daft cars. Well, they go up and down the mountain. The black lads about in America. They were going up and down with them big, massive. They were American cars, but they were like from Leeds of people. Yeah, Deliverance. That's it. The kid looks like who's in it. He's talking to him. He's on a motorbike. And he's going out, I'm stealing everything, man, and fucking hell. It's like fucking going back in fucking 1930s. Or yeah, Deliverance, that's it, that's getting grown. He found the teeth of the sea about 2 weeks later. He flushed him down the toilet. He was having the piss and he fell out. And he flushed the toilet and they went in the sea. And he's with a dredger and he found, I found your teeth, Jack or whatever. If you put it on Skinning Grove, hardest villages, you'll see it. Oh, it's fucking horrendous. Fucking, you can see them in fucking hell. Like one of them places where you think they're going to eat you. But still on the play life swap. My mate went, me Alan went, I couldn't wait to get out there. He's in a toilet, so I'm just going up the back, straight in the car. And his mate run like fuck to the car. But you don't get my car key. He was funny that. Well, these fuckers are in there. It's going to go fucking hell. Yeah, the woman in the fish and chip shop was beautiful fish and chips, but you were like, till we get here, how far can we get in the Amazon before they get us? It was like fucking being in the Amazon. I've never been in this deep, this wilderness, and this bloke, and he's on a motorbike. I steal everything on my motorbike, mate. I do this and I do that. He's fucking round the bend, he was. They were smashing things, and the cops were after them, and it was fucking balmy. The cops had chased him and everything, and it's fucking. I was me who got that village for them. Skinning Grove, they went, no, this is unbelievable. She had a pair of wellies on, like up to her kneecaps, like up to your knees, right? Like waders, up to your waist there. And she had a flowery dress like the 1970s, like 60s. And then she had that big hat on. And then she had like fucking big red things on here and red on there. And she's walking around like that and loads of lipstick on. And I'm like, fucking hell, she's simple to there. Just skipping like a 5-year-old, 40-year-old. He went, look at them with the wellies on. Oh my God, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. You couldn't even make this up. You'd think we've made this up and say we've gone back into another world. Mark's laughing like fuck up there. He knows exactly what I'm on about. He's laughing at Deliverance. Have a look at it. Have a look at the village. It was me. You don't see my name, I don't know, but they did. It was me. Obviously, Bobby was with us. Bobby come with us. We went to South Bank Fest. He went, no, there's loads of places like this. He said, I said, right, I know there's really one where you're never going to emulate. This is the West. This is probably the West place in the whole of Great Britain to stay, I would say. Never seen anyone worse than it ever. Honest to God, the fucking things they're doing, the things they're eating, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, you just look like the ding 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 plays the banjo in Deliverance. It's fucking hilarious. He went, look at him with the wellies. I can still remember him saying it to me. Called him Tom. Dead posh he was. They lived there was somewhere, Manchester somewhere near the dock or something. It was a dock or something. He said, somewhere near the water, like a big like quarry or something. They were at big massive warehouse they had where they make the films and that in. They took Coronation Street and all that stuff. Then I did another one with another woman. She was called. Fucking, she was horrible cunt. She was from the Thames. And she said, when I was doing the McIntyre one, so when we were coming up, she was going to do another one with me. She was a manager of EastEnders for about six months. She was the one who filmed it all, and she did all the stuff and that. That was her job. But she went out with a lad called Darren Stewart. It was called Darren the Stewart. That was his name on YouTube. Darren the Stewart. So Darren was the first one who found me. He wanted to do the taxman. Sorry, he wanted to do the taxman documentary. So he brought McIntyre, and they met me at the train station in Darlington. Met me there. We went for something to eat in a place called Judges, which is in Yarm. Really, really expensive. All judges go there. It's called Judges for. But a few of the judges were looking at me. I thought, he's fucking sentenced me in that gun. So we were outside and we were talking to them, and we did it. David's Blaine was it? Blan. Something, I can't remember his second name. David. I can't remember his name. David, and he was like IRA, one of them type of IRA operatives. He looked like one of them, and he did all that stuff on the island, all that stuff, paramilitary stuff. He interviewed them and stuff. David, what was his second? There was two of them, and then there was another one. He came from Australia, so that he was a cameraman from Australia. He came up, they got him over from there to videos. He did a few other videos with him because they went to Borneo. When they asked me to go to Borneo, I'm fuck that going in there with fucking big spiders biting you and fucking leeches sucking your fucking blood out. Fuck that. I'm not going over there. And the orangutans, you want me to go there? So what was he called? I can't remember his fucking name now. He was only little. Anyway, I do a thing to say happy birthday to his sister over there. It's a taxman from England wishing you happy birthday. This was like all them years ago. And what was he called? Simon, he was called. That was it, Simon. Simon was a nice kid. He was only about 22, 23, 24. And I got about 200 people here. And David was doing the fucking... Darren was doing the video this day, McIntyre. So he said, will you video that with Brian when he comes? So I got about 100 Asian lads, about 40 black lads, and about 60 white lads. That's about 200 odd people on the front, just to show me the people I could pull, like all travellers coming and stuff. We all stood there, all lads, the whole street full of people, all against that back wall. So they videoed it all, and he forgot to turn the fucking recording on. You fucking moron, I was raging, because all the lads had to come from different areas. So I got them all here, about just under 200 people there was on the front, and he forgot to turn. He did video them all, forgot to turn the sound up. He went, "You won't believe what I've done," and he was fuming with him. The other one was called. He came all the way through. The main one he was called. He looked like that actor. What they call him? In the Three Musketeers. Oh, the posh one. What they call him? He's really good. He's also in that fucking when the Die Hard. He was a German in it. The actor, he's English. Michael, something he's called. Michael. He's English, he's an actor. He's in that Die Hard. He's a baddie in it. And he gets killed and he comes back. His brother comes back in the next one. Michael, some fucking thing. He's in the Musketeers with years ago. He was in there anyway. So he looked like him. He came here. Fucking hell, I thought you were him. Michael, such and such the actor. He went, oh, and he only horse raced. He horse rides and everything like in the Musketeers. So what's the documentary? And you see him, he just looked like that fucking actor. I couldn't believe it. I thought it really was him. So I thought it was his company. He must have come. I thought. Anyway, he came in. He was nice. Michael. He was called Michael Simkin. I can't remember Michael Simkin. He was called. But I can't remember. But he owned the television company. It was called. Oh, fucking hell. Dare Films was there. Dare Films was there. Yeah, Dare Films. Dare Films. It was EARE Films. I've got a letter upstairs off them to say thank you. Then I did another one with a woman called. Do you remember the lad in the Serengeti? He's got blonde hair. He's tall, fit. He's about 50-year-old. His hair is pure whitish. He's fit. You can see he does all the outer lines and stuff. He's always doing them. He came, couldn't believe it. Was him. I said, "Aren't you the man with the lines and that?" And yeah. How did you watch me? I said, "Yeah, watch all the time, mate." He's a nice man. And she was called Margaret. Proper. That's my auntie's name. Proper Scottish name, Margaret. And she said, "We're doing a documentary on firearms and Rolling Wars. We'd like you to be in it. like your opinion. I told them about firearms and stuff. And there is no firearms in Teesside because I stopped them all in the 80s. That's when the firearms were getting sold. They'll get sold now. Maybe in the other places they don't around here. So there's no one got machine guns up here. Not a soul. There was 27. Me and Peter O went to the lad's house and told them to send them back to Liverpool. Liverpool, Manchester were getting from. And Scotland. So we fucking stopped it. We went and seen them, talked to them. Just, I used to work with some of them. I said, look, I don't want that in my fucking area because young kids walk down the street and some daft fucking kid off his head shoots fucking 5 or 6 kids with a machine gun. I'm not having them in my area. And they went, oh, we'll understand. Look at Liverpool, I said they shoot. Look at Manchester, I don't want it fucking like fucking down here. So anyway, the fucking natural stopped the guns. So there was shotgun here and there was a handgun here and things like that. But there was no machine guns. So the lad who got the machine gun, he was working with the Bradford firm and he was a fucking snitch, pure snitch he was. He ended up getting caught in the end and he got 27 years. Isn't this ironic? He got caught. We got rid of the 27 guns. But it was mad this. He got caught. About 5 years later, I was in jail. And he got caught and I read in the paper, he got caught and he got 27 years. I thought, yeah, that's for every gun you had that. That's God paying you back. That's called justice. In my head, I think to myself, like, I watched a copper talking before and I tell you and an MP talking, going, when you pull a gun on someone, you're only going to shoot the person. Sorry. When you're having a fight with someone, you hit someone, you kill that person, or you have somebody stabs you, it's only one person getting killed. But when you've got a fucking machine gun, you pull the trigger and you're off your head and drugs or whatever, a drink. It could be 7, 8 kids, 10 people, and like that shit about me supposed to be involved in the murders of other people in Newcastle. Absolute fucking shit. That's that daft little scruffy, smelly cunt putting lies up about me. So I said, I will go on any single lie detector with any police station, with a proper independent police station, not Cleveland because they're dirty, slow like cunts. I'll go in any single one if you want to pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it myself. I'll go in there and I'll prove out now to do the murder of a certain person in Newcastle. All down to that scruffy little fake cunt again, making lies. I'm going to get people shot, killed that cunt the way he's going on. Sticking his nose into people's affairs from 30 years. He never even knew them people in Newcastle. He never fucking met none of them. Never had anything to do with them, the scruffy cunt. Sticking that stupid nose in there, you didn't get yourself fucking done in, the silly cunt. There's people not like me, There's some people up there, and the people in the big place like Liverpool, Manchester, they just don't give a fuck. They'll just wipe you out. He's a fucking clown, he is. So I was trying to blame me for something to do with the murder of someone in that area. I was actually in the rave club that night. There was Basil Man with me. There was little, there was Aki with us. There was Paddy and Anne, his missus. There was Christine and her mate. There was Dave Woodier and Tracy. There was about fucking 300 people in Eddie Buick. We're all in there. We're coming into our such and such has been shot, and it was the early hours of the morning. And it was we were in the club. Nobody fucking near it. Oh mate, they won't, mate. I know them all, most of them. Like they all know me down there. I've been over a few times, sorted a bit of trouble out twice down there. They've been babbling each other's houses, so I've gone in and stopped it. But they're fucking mad. They chop you up with a fucking machete, like the fucking hills of ice. A wrong turn. They eat you. Skinning Grove, England's toughest village. That's the one, yeah. If you look on YouTube, you'll see it. But yeah, I found it for them. I didn't find it. I showed them the place. Went to South Bank Fest because it was rough. South Bank was as bad as fucking Beirut and for shootings up there, like fucking kids stabbings and mainly stabbings and shotguns and things, but not machine guns. So when she came here, I said, well, the only guns around here because it's rural, a lot of farmland, people break in there. Farms and pin shotguns and things like that. But I said the worst place for them was Peterlee Police. And what do you mean? I said, well, there was 140 firearms stolen, brought in. When people die, the wife comes in like 10 shotguns. My husband died, he's a farmer, and then somebody else will come and say, I'm not shooting no more, and they bring the guns in. 140 guns, I think it was, handed in. And the police officer who got the guns sold them all to people in the fucking street. He sold 110 firearms in one go to one person. Where they're going to go, they're going to go to criminals on the streets to commit more crimes. What happened to him? Fuck all. Nothing happened to him. If you have a look, you'll see it. Peterlee Police, gun squad, selling fucking firearms. They were getting the firearms at the front of the door, going out the back, opening his car. Are we in? Do you want to buy that? Do you want to buy that? And selling guns out the back, in the back of his car. They're fucking corrupt as fuck. And how can you sell 100 odd guns to one man? You might have one or two or three. You wouldn't want 100. You buy 100 to sell them on to make more money. So you sell them to individual people all over. So you buy them, say, for, I don't know, it's like £100 a rifle. So probably sell them for £300 rifle. But it's not the selling them. It's the people that go to, the people are going to use them. He's supposed to be a police officer. Nothing happened to him. Didn't even get the sack. He said, I didn't know I was doing wrong. Fuck off. You don't even know the law and you're a policeman. Fucking bullshit. They always get off doing the fucking rats. Yeah, 140, I think it's 140 firearms sold from Peterlee Police Station. I think it was about 10 years ago. But it was sold out the back. There's a documentary where he's selling out at the back of the car. Fucking selling them to people. Oh, have you got any shotguns in that? And he's asking on the fucking desk. People are coming in asking the fucking, as such and such gun squad in, whatever the fuck they call him, fire officer. Oh no, he's out the minute. Did you got any firearms? Such and such? I don't know, I'm not sure. You have to come back and ask him. Selling firearms from the police station? Fucking unbelievable. As long as they don't bring the wife, Mark. Fucking wife swapping. Yeah. Wife swapping. Fucking, they run like fuck my mate. They were like fucking, like they've been eating fucking mutant waste, the mutant turtles. Fucking hell, I thought about that. They might get me. I'll shut Bobby out. Yeah, little bridge, tunnel thing, yeah. Fucking scary, mate. Well, they love me though, because I was fucking Brian Cockerill attached me. Oh, can we get a picture? We talk to you, and we're all talking to me. And they said that you go on the bottom, there's the rib, like the seas there. Yeah, it's fucking scary. Like one night they went on there, in the middle of the night. I used to get fish and chips. Me and Cookie used to go about 8 o'clock on the night on a Saturday. And I used to do the gear. I used to have loads of people doing the up there. I used to have them in, not Lingdale, I used to have them in Loftus. I used to do about 200 a week in Loftus in the village. And you honest to God, Mark will tell you, it's massive. Loftus, it's like a big place. But what they do is, I used to have a lad, he used to live in a house. And I used to put 100E in. He had where he lives is a little stream. And we used to put them in a bottle. Put them in the bottle, put the lid on, and have a taped up, and in the water, and a rock over the top of it. So they were there. So they raided his house. They were in the water outside. So even when you put your hand on it, you couldn't get done because no fingerprints, because the water would just wash it off in the plastic, like a bottle like that. They used to have like a string put around there, tape it. And we never got caught. I used to do the east from there. He used to get 100 off me, another I used to get 50. And a girl used to get 30, another one got 20. Like 200 a fucking week. And you get them for £2 each, and you sell them for like fucking, I don't know, fucking 17 quid or something. It's 15. It's a lot of fucking money. And then they used to go to Whitby. So in Whitby, I used to meet them at the sea, down there near the seafront. Whitby, I used to do loads of Whitby. I used to go to the fucking place. I was right up to Skin. I was right all the way up to fucking working in Bradford. I used to work with them a lot from jail. I was working with people from Hull, not Hull. I was working with people from York. They were good people to work with, really good. Worked with them for years, never ever come unstuck. I used to lay the gear on them, like say 5-10 grand with the gear. Come back a week later, 2 weeks, and they'd be all there, the money perfect. Being robbed around. And I used to do copy clothes with them, and we were out York. I used to get loads. I used to get a lad. He used to drop me a wagon full off of gear here. So I said, can you do me a favour? I'll give you an extra £100 if you drop them off for this lad. And he used to get half a wagon full, and I'd get half. I had them all sold the same day. I'd have like 300 jackets. I sold 300 jackets in a day. I sold 1,000 Berghaus coats in about 2 weeks. I was getting them for 23 quid, and I was selling them for 35, I think, or 40 quid. I was selling them for, but there were £400 in the shops, and £600, and about £200 for the fleece. I had both. So they come to my house, knocked on the door, and they were only fucking coppers. Yeah, and he said, can we have a couple of coats? Yeah, coppers use. He said, doesn't matter, does it? You're not stolen. There's no law then about them, we say. So anyway, the coppers bought, I sold them 80 quid each. 80 quid each, I sold them. 160 quid for 2 coats. Anyway, they came back about 4 days later and knocked on the door and went, you know that coat you gave me? I said, yeah. He said, okay. He said, yeah. He said, well, I've got an original one. I think he paid £600 for it. And phoned it for the fleece. It was £1,000. Berghaus, beautiful coat, purple and black. And he said, I put it in the shower, the one I bought 400 quid. The one you'll give me for 80 quid. The one I put in the shower lasted 40 minutes. I bought out the shop, out the top proper shop. The copper you got me 4 hours before it got wet. That went right through the material. I said, but the same people who do the copies make the real ones. It's the truth, that. Honestly, same as the trainees. The same people who make the Nike Air Max and the Adidas trainees make the copy ones as well. The exact same people. But neck, can you hear my neck? Crunchy neck, crunchy cornflakes neck. You agree about the deliverance fucked up, Mark. Rock, sorry, bloody porn. Yeah, I thought that was Mark's been kidnapped by them. Saved him at Leeds. Found him on a motorbike. He's running around on a motorbike. This kid, no tax test and shield, no license, no fuck all he had. Running around with a gun. Oh, they were shooting rats and stuff in the fucking. Can you remember that documentary? They were shooting stuff in the fields and killing them. He said, you got to get them birds, you shoot them like this. And the other one was making bullets. So it was like deliverance. They might get me now, they might shoot me. Yeah, he was making real fucking bullets in the house. I thought it was illegal to do that. I think it's about fucking happened to me about 15 years ago, I think, maybe. Yeah, about 15 years ago it was. Yeah, when it was summer's day, it was fucking boiling hot. I'd been on the gear about the day before and I was still in my system. I was fucking dying. Yeah, I went there. We had fish and chips at the shop. Sometimes, mate. Fucking gold doubloons. That's how old it is. Gold doubloons you'll find there. Fucking ancient gold doubloons you'll find there. It's fucking in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, just when you drive along these back roads, you go like one village, Skinning Grove and Loftus and Lingdale and all them. Or you go through all them and all of a sudden it just goes dead. You go down a bank. Well, that bank there, the bank's like that. It's fucking like the one at Saltburn. But there's a scrapyard on the left hand side. My mate used to turn these thing off. Greedy cut he was. Proper woolly back. I'll save about 2 pence from the top to the bottom, go down. So he turned his engine thing off and the fucking steering lock come on. He went straight through the wall, smashed his car to fuck. About 3 grand with the damage. But he was trying to go down the bank, you know. But when he turned it off, the steering lock went on. He fucking couldn't. When he turned like that, the steering lock went straight through the fucking wall. Smashed all his front end was fucking wrecked. Oh God, he said, I do this every day. It saves me money. He said. His fucking brother was raging with it, but it wasn't his car, it was his brother's. It's Lingdale, Skinning Grove, where the men are men and the women are dangerous. And the sheep are fucking scared. Where the men are men and the sheep are scared. Bah! He's fucking funny, I was that on here. Right, I'm going to go. I've been on fucking nearly 2.5 hours. Right, guys, tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Look after each other. Be happy and keep out of Skinning Grove. You don't call it skinning for nothing. They'll skin you alive. These are mad these on here tonight. We've had a good laugh. Oh, fuck off, do and start this. But I fuck up with this stupid on you. Till last night I fucked right up. It's off. I don't know.